What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It looks like the Wi-Fi here is acting up, or the internet in general here is acting up. So that's why the stream disconnected there for a little bit, which is unfortunate. But we got the stream up and running again. I even restarted my computer just to be sure. I was so confused as to what happened. My phone waited to tell after I restarted my computer to tell me that there was an issue with the Wi-Fi. So it's whatever. Anyways. We'll go until it has issues connecting again, and then it's a matter of if it hooks, it hooks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If that ends, that's it for tonight. We can't wait for it to try to trapeze hit those hands every time, you know. So I know I said at the end of last stream that we would be doing Dead by Daylight today. I thought about it all the way up until like 2-3 hours ago. I just cannot bring myself to play that. I can't bring myself to play it. I don't like the gameplay. I don't like the gameplay loop. I don't like I don't enjoy the scenery, the aesthetic, like the art style is not appealing to me. I don't like anything about the game outside of the original killers. And that's not to say it's a bad game. People enjoy it, so there must be something to that. But for me, I just can't. I have no interest. I genuinely thought about it. Could I even maybe just give it a go? And I was like, no, because I know how the gameplay works. I know the gameplay loop. Nothing's different. Oh, there's items. The items make it like that's about it, right? And then it's like a 20% chance of being a killer or whatever it is, assuming they roll it 100% even across the board. Which I'm sure there's some sort of buy to get more likely, whatever the fuck. I don't care. The point is, I don't think it would be enough. I don't think it'd be enough to enjoy it overall. So I decided I wasn't gonna put myself through that. I wasn't gonna put you guys through me suffering through that. So I think what we're going to do, actually, I know what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be doing some Warframe. We're gonna be doing a couple of the story missions because 1999 just came out, which was announced at TennoCon. If you weren't paying attention to that, it is a listen. If you haven't seen anything related to Warframe, right, go check out Warframe first. If you already know what Warframe is, but you're not that interested, go look at the 1999 trailer. Go take a look at that, and you'll see kind of where this team is in terms of development. Keep in mind, this shit's free. Well, it can be everything in Warframe is technically free. Yeah, and the technically is not like a hard asterisk. It's built to be free. Like the community has made sure. The community marketplace on Warframe is fucking amazing. And anyways. I need to get through a bunch of, not a bunch, but like a good bit of story missions to get to whatever's going on in the modern day. I haven't gotten to one of the latest expansions I don't think I have hit an expansion that I recognize seeing on the announcement banners at all. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on in. Oh, actually, what I wanted to do something first, but I think the game's gonna launch. I gotta close it. It's fine, it'll launch that menu. What I wanted to do first is I'll let it update. I wanted to do a little tier list, but I was gonna do it. We were gonna do it a little different visually this time, because oh yeah, you can just click 1999 demo and you can just try it. The thing is, right? I don't like doing the latest patch stuff because I don't feel like I'm far enough ahead in the lore. I'll let the game install its updates and then we'll do it. But I'm not sure exactly what about yet. But I figured tier list or a bracket. I'm not sure which I'd rather do. We'll take a look through both, see what's more appealing right now. If I can find a good game bracket, we'll do that one. More than likely, it'll end up being some form of tier list. I'm not too sure. We'll see. Okay, if you're gonna take that much time, I'm going to wait until after your... Okay, you know what? Fine. I'll take the time to search for... I don't need to close this. I can take the time to search for a for one of these right now. Anyways, what's been going on in the gaming news area? What do we got? I know something happened. What do we got? Come on. Let me get out of zoom out. Here we go. Nothing out of the Pokemon Home update gives you a chance to get a free shiny Pokemon. Huh. If you get the Pokemon Home app, you can get a shiny Meloetta for completing your Paldea Pokedex, Kitakami Pokedex, and Blueberry Pokedex. Yeah, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, but I mean, it could be cool. Been hearing the Joker too is just an overall disappointment, which is interesting. No, see, there's some stuff that pops up in this feed that isn't gaming related, but and I don't wish to talk about it either, but it's just so, some things are satisfying. Fallout fans need to keep an eye on it. Okay, fuck it. That's everything. There ain't shit going on. Alright, let's take a look for... We're gonna look for a bracket, or we're gonna look for a... I'm gonna look for a bracket, or we're gonna... What is this? I'll worry about that later. Although, that does seem interesting. They have changed this website around a lot. Like a lot. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. I can sort by popular too. How many games are in this best game ever one? Is it up to me to choose? Oh, okay. 32 is the max. They don't have a bigger one? Hold on. I'll put this one to the side. Oh shit, I think I just lost it. Where the fuck did it go? Hold on. Okay. Trending. There we go. Put that one off to the side. And we will go and find another one here just to be sure. I've been thinking... You know, like I figured out I might as well make some use of the space that I've got, so that's how I wanted to go about doing this one, and I think it'll be interesting. I just gotta get everything. I just gotta find what we want to do first, and then we'll get it set up. Anything good like that? That's about it. It is. I want to see if they have a out of 64. Is my goal here. I don't need to see that right now. What is this? Yeah, there we go. This is what I was looking for. All right, here we go. Okay. Let me get rid of that. And perfect. Okay, give me 1 second while we get this moving. How far out can I go with this? About there. I don't need to remove these. Okay. Here we are. Again, I just want to, this is more just me trying to mess around and make use of the space than anything else. can tell it's been a while since I've done that. Forgot this thing had feet. There we go. Anyways. That's what I was looking for. Now let me see if I can actually make it do its thing. I'm trying to stand here at the same time. Where is my camera? There it is. Go to the filters. Boom, on. All right. Cool. Now let me put the window up. Alright. See, the thing is, though, with a red room, I don't think that keys out very well. Look at that. I want to see what would do it proper. Let me just change things around in here. Oh wow, yeah, it's 100% the 100% the that thing as well. Okay. Well, at least we've got. Oh shit, yeah, the headband too, huh? Well, the headband's yellow, so I don't know why it's acting up. But look, at least we've got it right here. We don't have to move at all, and I don't have to worry about like the thing being over my, you know. This solves a very small issue, but it makes it just that much better. Okay, so anyways, here's what we're working with. My thought process here is simple, right? By the way, it is 256 for this game, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me make sure I have this going as well. Do I need that? Yeah, I need that. Until it won't let me anymore. Let me see. Do I have enough room? Do I have enough room? I do not have enough room. I'm not going to push that. It'll be done with me. Okay. All right. So, for starters, this one's pretty easy. Luckily, we've played balloons on stream before, so we don't have to worry about that one. That one's free. Next, this one is also an easy one. It looks like Shadow of War. I was just playing this earlier today, actually. I've added it on my Steam Deck recently, and I won't lie, Nemesis system still satisfying even after playing the game like 4 or 5. Like, no, I haven't completed the game, but like after picking it up and putting it down like 4 or 5, 6 times, still satisfying every time I come back. So that one's easy. And Trackmania, whatever, man. And keep in mind, this is Ever. This is a perfect example of this is Ever. So this is the original Splinter Cell on the Xbox versus Tekken 2. Tekken 2 for the PlayStation. Now keep in mind, this is my choice. This is my opinion, right? I never played Splinter Cell. I did, however, play Tekken. Not Tekken 2, but I played Tekken. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Tekken Tag Tournament 2, I think? Or Tag Tournament 1. I don't fucking know. But I did play Tekken. I have no prior experience with Splinter Cell. So I feel like it's a no-brainer for me. We're going Tekken. I don't know why I just punched my desk to make the selection, but there we go. What are we doing here? Oh, okay, actually, no, now that I think about it, it is fair. Need for Speed Underground 2 is something that I've heard people love a lot, but not my. Listen, I never played it. I missed out on that. I have played Need for Speed Heat, and I have played a bit of Need for Speed Underground, or not Underground. Sorry, that's Underground. Unbound, but that's about it. Again, I was very late to the party on racing games. What is with the? Why is yellow keyed out? What is the issue with yellow being keyed out of the camera? What exactly? Yeah, green is my set, right? Sorry, is my... Oh, I just have to change the similarity. That's all. There we go. It was my fault. I said it wrong. Anyways, there we go. Listen, this one's easy. Fortnite. Even when I don't like the game, I can admit that the game's good enough to be pretty high up there in the all-time rankings. Plague Inc. versus Forza Horizon 5. This is... What are we doing? I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of unfair matchups that really fuck over some games. And I also might have some upsets, so we'll see. I love Plague Inc. I think it's a great game, fun game to play. I had a lot of fun working my way through the different. I'm not recovering from being sick anymore. I'm basically better. But it has definitely left a visible or audible result. Anyways, Forza Horizon 5, I played for a good bit. I actually really enjoyed it. I think the sound design in it is fucking amazing. I think most of the graphics are fucking great. I think the only thing that sucks is the realistic driving on it is not that good. And I don't know if that's my settings or something like that. I just think it sucks compared to, but I'm comparing it to Sims. So it's like, that's 100% like not what they're going for. I still think Forza Horizon 5 is better overall than Plague Inc. Plague Inc. is probably a better product if you are matching them up in terms of which is better in their respectives for what they are. But I'm matching them up for what I would play all time, always. Like this. See, Streets of Rage. Never touched this thing. Never. I have never interacted with this game ever. I've heard of it. I never had a Sega Mega Drive. I had a 3-in-1 that let me play Sega games, but this only Sega game I owned was Miss Pac-Man. That's it. So, meanwhile, here, this right here, this is something special. Now hold on. I was about to say I hadn't played this one before, but then I realized I just didn't recognize the case because I didn't have the case. I had the disc. Gran Turismo 4 is besides that and this and Supercar were the only two games that I ever played that like were of the racing genre, and my uncle was very adamant about getting a steering wheel, like a racing wheel, and I did not understand for the life of me why he was so interested in it. Now I understand. All this time later, I understand. And Gran Turismo 4 was the one that I consistently played because I thought it was so well fleshed out. The licensing system, the fact that you had to take the tests to get the licenses, and then you could drive that class of car. I thought it was, I'm sure if you were an adult or something, it was an arbitrary lock for some shit. But to me, I thought that was so interesting, right? So I have personally great memories in Gran Turismo 4. I'm sure plenty of people love the fuck out of Streets of Rage. It's not my thing. Not my thing. This one is a good one. Okay, listen, if this was American Truck Simulator, maybe. But this is European Truck Simulator. Now, I own this one. I do own European Truck Simulator. Never touched it because American Truck Simulator, why wouldn't I do American Truck Simulator? I've driven the roads that are on American Truck Simulator. Why would I not, right? So this one's easily going to Project Cars, not to mention the fact that I have like 80 hours in Project Cars just in general. Project Cars 2 is great. Project Cars 3, not so much. Not sure why they dropped the ball there so hard, but Infamous. Okay, didn't play it myself. Saw basically the entirety of the game be played. Thought the plot was interesting. Thought the plot was. Sorry, hold on. Yeah. Infamous is still no. Am I mixing this up with? There's Infamous, and then there's what is the other one? Infamous. I know there's Infamous, which then became Infamous Second Son. It's one of Jorge's favorite series. That's why I still remember it. And then there's the other one where you are also similar, except your powers are awful and it's Apocalypse. But it's also a fan favorite game. Either way, again, never touched Infamous. I have played Civ 6. I've played enough Civ 6 to know how to play the game, which means absolutely nothing in terms of like compared to the actual playtime players have in it. But I'm gonna give it to Infamous anyway because I respect what it was, respect what it is. Not even gonna question it. Listen, be mad, be fucking mad, be mad all you want. Ratchet and Clank 2, which is going commando, washes Final Fantasy VII, and I understand Final Fantasy VII has status. I'm playing through it, the old one myself on my Steam Deck right now, and I have plans to play the Rebirth eventually. I respect the Final Fantasy franchise, but when you're putting it up against Ratchet and Clank, it sucks absolute dick. It's not happening. You are not beating Ratchet and Clank, and let alone the original trilogy. So, anyways, what is that? Okay. Gran Turismo 7, which I have not played. Stellaris, which I have played. My college roommate got me into this one. This was around the time that I was learning Civ as well. Because I play a game in every genre. That's my goal, always, to have a game in every genre that I'm playing. I just recently started Dyson Sphere program so I could have a factory game, so I know how to play that style of game now, which is nice. Yeah, I feel like it's fun. I really enjoy it. It's just I did play so much of it in like the first 3 days that I burnt out, and I'm like literally right before getting the second to last science, I think. And I'm literally right. I could go create orbital collectors for the gas giant right next to my planet, and it would be so the game would just steamroll its way to the end. I just can't bring myself to do it because I cannot bring myself to reorganize everything or to move from planet to planet, get shit going. But that's purely because with the latest update, the Dark Fog is a pain in the ass sometimes, and that's on normal difficulty. They're not terrible. Like I have a set of turrets. You just line up turrets around the outside of your base, and you're pretty much good. You're pretty much good. My apologies, that was disgusting. Yeah, just line up. I have like a line of titanium bullets going under a set of turrets on every planet I'm on, and they just essentially infinitely refill. I do think though that the good thing was adding some sort of conflict, because if it's just a factory game where you have no damn, my voice is cracking like fucking crazy today, isn't it? Holy shit, that's really annoying. Okay, that was really bothering me. Okay, anyways, I think it's good to have a factory game that has an enemy, that has something that could possibly destroy what you're building, because then you have a reason, you have an external issue to worry about. I imagine before that, when it was purely just how quickly can you get it done over time with no issues other than running out of resources, I can't imagine that being nearly as enjoyable. So it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. Anyways, all of this to say, you just heard me say great things about Gran Turismo 4, how much I love Gran Turismo 4 for being a really well created system, really realistic, really enjoyable. Gran Turismo 7 was praised for being super realistic, super awesome, really enjoyable. Stellaris, I have way more personal interest in. I have way more going on with this game than I do Gran Turismo 7. However, if we're being completely 100% objective, obviously this is still my opinion, but I don't think I would pass Stellaris on this, purely because I know that if you were to compare it 100%, even though I've never touched it, Gran Turismo 7 is a better product than Stellaris is. And I believe even fucking Paradox knows that Stellaris is not a great 100% product. And they'll probably argue unless you buy all the DLC, which even I argue some DLC you need to buy to make the game good. And I fully admit that is a problem with Paradox games, and they have admitted that they're going to do better. So, that's great and all. But this one, despite me never having played it, is a better product. And I trust it and respect it for it. What the fuck is this? What kind of matchup is this? This is nuclear bomb coughing baby. Like, there's no, oh, hold on, okay. So let me take the second to break it down. Stop doing that. Stop that. Where's scroll lock? Boom. Anyways, we're not even going to talk about this. We're not going to talk about this. I have about an hour and a half's experience with Trove on the PS4 when it was in the free section. I thought about making a video on it one time. It was not interesting enough to do so. I didn't enjoy it. I understand some people do when they couldn't buy Minecraft for whatever reason. But come on, realistically. Anyways, let's talk about this. This is what I want to talk about. All right, this right here. I have a undying allegiance to Modern Warfare 3 especially. Now, That being said, we'll note, and I have said multiple streams, the Modern Warfare 3, the one that came out recently, is the only Call of Duty I haven't bought, like, in years. So part of me feels weird about it, because Modern Warfare 3 was my first Call of Duty. Now, not the first Call of Duty I played, mind you. I had picked up the controller and thrown myself around World at War once or twice. But this was the first Call of Duty I owned myself. And the only reason I owned it, because my parents hated shooters, which sensibly so. I was like 8. I don't even remember. 9, maybe. Either way. My best friend had 2 copies of this game for the Xbox 360. Don't know why. I have no idea why. Doesn't matter. Eventually, I ended up getting that copy from him. Either he gave it to me with permission, or I took it and then told him later, and then he was okay with it. I had a habit of doing that. I was of the mind of, if I can steal it from you, and you know, keep in mind, I didn't steal things regularly, but I was of the mind of, if I can take it and you don't notice it's gone until I give it back, you didn't lose anything, right? And I would only do that with 1 disc at a time. That was my rule. That was my honor amongst these rules. I would only switch out 1 disc at a time. I feel like that's fair. I feel like that's completely fair. There's no way you can play them all, dog. And I can't buy some of them. So, you know, it's only fair. That's what Water Friend's for, right? No, part of me does feel bad, but I don't think he minded, realistically, in the long run. I kept them in good condition. I didn't fuck them up. Hell, some of them I even made sure had less scratches when I gave them back. Just because I had a disc cleaner. But that was literally, like, we were anal about our discs, man. We made sure that shit was clean, well running. Mostly because my brother would put his fucking teeth on them when he was climbing. There was nothing more obnoxious than having a toddler around when DVDs and game discs were littered about all the time. Because, like, when I was playing games, it wasn't necessarily that I had a ton of game discs lying around, but there were also movies everywhere, because we had tons of CDs and DVDs and game discs, because that's just all you had lying around, right? And of course we had a bunch of other shit, but that, like, you could at least hold cassettes in a container. Cassettes at least could be held in a bag, you know, where discs could, you know, every now and then you get a stack of discs. I'm sure even nowadays people still do the same thing. Anyways, not the point. Point being, first Call of Duty for that reason that I own. Loved it. Really enjoyed Terminal. Terminal's still one of my favorite maps of all time, except for the fact that they keep fucking remastering it, and that really pisses me off because it ruins it every single time they remake the map. Not to say that the map, when they remaster it, is bad. Infinite Warfare's Terminal remaster is good. Whatever, the modern remaster of Terminal is good. I just don't like that they keep doing it. Just stop doing it. It's like I imagine people who loved Nuketown are so fucking tired of Nuketown by now that like they're like, if they just stopped at Nuketown and Black Ops 3, well, we'll go 3. I think they probably would say 2 if they're Nuketown fans, but me personally, I would say 3. Everything after that, fuck off, dude. Who cares? At least Black Ops 3 had like the zombies Easter egg and shit. You know, like all the mannequins. That was cool. That was a cool iteration on it. The ones that I played after that, like Cold War's Nuketown, sucked. Like, it was awful. Sorry, there's ice in there, so I try to mute the mic when I go to drink it, otherwise it clinks around like crazy. Anyway, Modern Warfare 3 takes it without a doubt. Dofus. I have no idea what this is. I really didn't expect that to be the case with any of these games. Need for Speed Undercover, never played it myself. Never heard anybody talk about it. This is a PSP game? They put a PSP game on this list? How are you? I thought Scroll Lock was on it. Scroll Lock not on? Alright, I can't trust those. It's fine. It'll go up, it'll go up. There's nothing I can do about that, but we're going to live with it. Either way, Dofus. What is this game? Because I have never heard of it. Dofus. Dofus. Show me this game. Several million players. It's an MMORPG. Is it? No. Oh, it is. A turn-based MMO. When did this come out? 2004? How have I never seen this? Hold on, I gotta look for promotional material. Again, like I've said in the past, I was an MMO review YouTuber originally, right? So surely I would have come across this at some point, right? Oh, okay, it's been redone a couple times here, but it looks like the original version. Okay, that's fair. It's like a MapleStory level graphical game, and I didn't look at those games. Anything like I played MapleStory, but those ones I kind of pushed off to the side because I was looking for 3D. And 2D MMORPGs to me were the equivalent of Club Penguin. It didn't really make much of a difference. Anyways, either way, having never played Need for Speed Undercover, I'm gonna lean towards Dofus. I mean, you know, can you get mad at me? Left 4 Dead 2, Metal Gear Solid Original for the PlayStation. Again, never played either of these. Actually, sorry, I picked up the controller and played around with this. I know I picked up a controller and played around with this because I realized I hate Left 4 Dead's iterations of zombies. Anything that isn't a normal zombie in this game, I fucking hate it. Again, though, I took a long time to come around to scary things in games anyways. So that's that could be me, but I think this game sucks. I'm sure there's people who love this game. There are people who love this game. I think maybe if I gave it if they made a new one now, I know Back 4 Blood is out. I think that's probably the closest equivalent. Maybe it's just because COD Zombies is like my specific brand of zombies that I'm used to. I just don't fuck with this. I don't. This, I respect the hell out of. Listen, Kojima games, I respect the fuck out of. I have yet to go back and play these games because I know there's a bundle collection on Steam, and I would like to do that on stream one day if we can. But since Metal Gear Solid 3 is coming out, I wanted to do that first. Ideally, I'd have the graphics card upgraded by then. Well, there's a lot to work out to get that point. But I respect this company so much. I respect this game series so much. I respect the developers behind this game series so much. Can you focus on me? Thank you. I can't not pass Metal Gear. We're not going to talk about this one. This one's... Come on. I played both of them. I played City Skylines. I made a city that by all intents and purposes should have functioned completely normally. And then there was a resource shortage and everybody just moved out. So it's like, it's one of those things, 100% probably my fault. Just, I did not have I did not have it in me to stay there. I did not have it in me to keep it going. Do I not have a... Absolutely crazy. I don't have like anything to put. Okay, there we go. That'll do. Anyways, Payday 2, Alien Isolation. We've talked about this game a lot, especially since October's here now. And we were rating Nick's streams while he was doing it. The game is engaging, very enjoyable from a story perspective. Not what I thought it would be at all from a horror perspective. Let me scoot back. Got room back here. Not what I thought it would be at all from a horror perspective, but thank you. Fuck. I was very worried. Heroes of Might and Magic 4, never played, never touched, heard of it. Really interested to see what it's about, actually. This cover would have... I guess Discord's open. This cover never would have sold me as a kid. I think it was a terrible design choice for the cover. If this is what was on like the speedy ROM you would buy at Target, that would never have worked. This one I've played. This one I've played, and I'm happy to say that I've played it. Really good game. Really good game. I played the Legendary Edition, so I don't know what differences there are there. Really good game. Really good game. 2 is better, obviously, but really good game. Loved it. Loved it so much. Way more than I thought I would. This one is another one of those really unfair choices. Satisfactory is another factory game. Like I said, I was talking about how I just started getting into factory as a genre just so I could know how it works. It's the only one that does how it, like, its design, its version of factory game. You're not going to find one better at what it does than it. And that is the 3D open world interactive, like, character in world with giant factory and vehicle and shit. And I know I just like just reading it off the thumbnail, but I haven't played much of the game myself. I just know that it's designed similarly, because Factorio, Satisfactory, and Dyson Sphere are all similar in the overall setup. Anyways, no need to talk about it. Smash Brothers Ultimate is an obvious, without a doubt. I fucking love Smash Brothers. Have my entire life. Had the Nintendo 64 one. Did not have Melee. That's why I have an odd hatred for Melee. It's the only Smash Brothers I never played, and everybody dick rides it like it's crazy, like it's insanely good. The few times I've picked up the GameCube controller and played it, I thought it was garbage, but I understand that people have an attachment to it, and I understand that it is still the most popular one competitively for a reason. However, Brawl came out a few years later and was miles clear of it, and then a mile clear of it back then, and Ultimate is out now. So why the fuck would you still play Melee? I understand if you're attached to it and that was the one you played. Sure, that's a good answer. However, why would a normal new person play Melee at any point in time now? Fine, like, again, great for you because you love it, dog. I'm sure you have a huge. I'm sure there's a huge group of people who love pole position, but they're not going to argue that, you know. Anyways, Dark Souls 3, Final Fantasy 14 Online, amazing Souls-like, one of the best MMOs of all time. Not like, again, like I said, originally an MMO YouTuber. I say that first video was an MMO review, and then we had to pivot heavily because MMOs got heavily pay to win, and I couldn't afford that. But when Final Fantasy 14 started, I knew about it. When Final Fantasy 14 continued, I knew about it. When Final Fantasy 14 started to peak again at like 2016, 17, 18, I knew about it then. I think the first time I actually played it myself was like 2019. But and I've only played the free trial. I have not purchased a membership, because even to this day, I still refuse to buy a membership for an MMO unless I'm 1000% sure I'm going to go all the way to level 100. I have to know that I'm going to put in the time to make it worth it. I have to be on board with it. And I always said, if I'm going to do that, if I was ever going to buy a membership for a game, it would be World of Warcraft. But nowadays, I don't fuck with that. Like, not okay. I played it when when Wrath of the Lich King was out. That was when I started. All the way through to Mists of Pandaria, that's when I stopped. Or like right when they were moving on to the next expansion after Mists of Pandaria, I think. Whole time, loved it, love it. However, the community that I was surrounded by and the people that played it then, that still play it to this day, I cannot speak for in terms of enjoy. I feel like this is going to be better for you if you're new to MMOs and you don't want to deal with some of the most insufferable people on the fucking planet. You go here. These people can sometimes be insufferable in their own ways, but much less often, and they're not going to be in your face about it or bother you. If you leave, they won't follow you. World of Warcraft, I have had a group follow me places, which is like really strange. But again, that was way back when. I don't know if they still do shit like that now, where you get followed and harassed for a while. That's probably a very rare, very specific instance. But that, again, overall, if I'm weighing my community experiences, anyway, as great as it is for the greatest MMOs of all time, I've never played Dark Souls 3 myself. However, I've seen a majority of it. I think it's very well crafted, amazing. Probably the best of the Dark Souls games individually. I have to go Dark Souls 3. Listen, it's like I was thinking about what game would I likely look at in the later on parts of the bracket and remove more like coming up, and that was the one that I said was more likely to go. So other one was more likely to go. That's all it was. I think overall it was a hard decision. Hard call. I did not play Shadow of Mordor. I played Shadow of War. However, Nemesis system is in this game. I also haven't played Witcher 2. I played the first hour of Witcher 3. Both franchises are beautiful games, great games. I heavily respect both of them. CD Projekt Red is a great company. Love them. Whoever made Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, great. Warner Brothers, except for the fact that they fucking trademarked the Nemesis system. God, whatever the fuck. But out of the two, comparatively speaking, I think since Shadow of War is already in here, Witcher 2 should go through. And for some reason, my nose is itching like fuck face. It really bothering the hell out of me. Sorry, I've been thinking about it like for a considerable amount of time. There we go. That's much better. Oh my god. No way. No way. You're like the kid in the Puffs ad for Christmas. Okay. This one's an interesting shape up. Nier Automata, great game. I played, that video's not up on the main channel anymore, but I played when the tech demo, whatever it was right before the game came out, played that for a little video just to show it off, and I thought it was great then. Didn't buy the game myself and play through it, have not seen the plot, have not gone through it myself, but I respect it, and I think I'd love to go through it at some point. Elite Dangerous is something I've played a considerable amount of time. I think it's an amazing game for what it is. It's this or Star Citizen if you want to be in a space sim. And they quench two different thirsts, but if you want to play in VR, Elite Dangerous is your shit. You want to be there. Sure, you have to be invested. It is like American Truck Simulator essentially in space, but 100% amazingly crafted, well done game. The ships feel good. I love it. I'm gonna put it up there over Nier Automata. This one is a no-brainer. Listen, I'm sure, feel however the fuck you want to feel. I'm sure people love Dead Rising 2. It's not beating Jack X Combat Racing. You're not beating one of the best PlayStation combat racing games ever. I'm now realizing that this is the Gran Turismo that I played. Actually, maybe not. Was the Gran Turismo 4 disc red, or was this one a red case with a red disc? I swear it was Gran Turismo 4. I don't remember a 3 being the one I bought. For some reason, I remember it being a 4. I would have remembered if it was a 3. I feel like that's an well, it's an odd number, but I feel like that's an odd number for it to be. Anyways, that or the original Super Mario Brothers, that's easy no-brainer. I'm sure Gran Turismo 4 is just as good as 3 if I played 3. Either way, I'm going to put all that love onto 4. We've got the original Space Invaders and Battlefront 2, the original. Now, of all the arcade games and old, like, I guess they were mostly arcade games at the time. Out of all of them, listen, I love Pac-Man. I love Galaga. I love Dig Dug and all of their variations. I love Centipede. I love Snake. I love ones like that. This game fucking sucks. I cannot stress enough how, out of all of the arcade games you could have possibly played, this one is the least satisfying to go through, and the most annoying to play late game. The best version of Space Invaders I've ever played was on SpongeBob Atlantis SquarePantis for the PlayStation 2. In the mini game section. And even that wasn't a good version of Space. I hate Space Invaders, dude. It's the only one that sucks. The little constantly going down the screen towards that one sucks. Dude, Galaga is a better fit for that kind of thing. Is there hair in my face? Is that what's going on? I swear I just felt a hair in my face, and now it's gonna bother me. Okay. Anyways, Battlefront 2, goated. I didn't play it myself. It's got cred. I respect it. Frostpunk, I've seen a little bit of. Mario Kart 8. Is Mario Kart 8? Are we still on Mario Kart 8? We're on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now, aren't we? Is this including all of Mario Kart 8 or just Mario Kart 8 for the Wii? I'm gonna go Mario Kart 8. It's Mario Kart. It's hard to. You can't beat Mario Kart. It's really hard to beat Mario Kart, I would say. F1 2022, Football Manager 2023. Unless you love spreadsheets, I'm not going Football Manager, man. It's just not that. It's not that interesting, man. There's no way. There's no way you want to sit there and manage a whole. I guess if you're a big football fan, I like football. I'm a big. Hold on. I like football. I'm nowhere near as big a fan to sit there and go through the whole manage a team section. I'll do the play on my team section. I love when FIFA does career mode, even though it hasn't been that great recently. Still better than anything over simulator. It's like simulator. Trackmania Test Drive Unlimited. Haven't played either of these. Trackmania 2020 gets it just by pure recency. It's most likely designed with the issues of the old game in mind. Battlefield 3 War Thunder. Battlefield 3, I heard good things. Sorry, is Bad Company a different game? Or is it an expansion for Battlefield 3? Either way, Battlefield 3 I've heard good things about. Battlefield 4 was the one that I've heard the best about, so I'm not going to give it to that. I've enjoyed War Thunder. I think if they reinvented the VR for the naval and tank combat, it would be a game I played all the time. Because playing only realistic mode, well, I guess I have played arcade with the flight stick too, but you just get your ass kicked. Playing the realistic mode of just dogfighting is not as satisfying as you'd think. Give me 1 second. But I'll put this through. I'm putting War Thunder through. There we go. That ought to make that a little easier. Alright. Anyways. Interesting matchup. Holy shit. Okay. We've had our fair share of opinions on Marvel's Avengers. I've talked about how... There's a video on my main channel about how much of a fucking failure Marvel's Avengers is. I think we were building Legos while we talked about it. Modern day Marvel's Avengers with everything handed to you, everything offline... Decent product, horrible execution. Same thing with Suicide Squad. Detroit Become Human, phenomenal game by a phenomenal company with a great story, great web of choices and outcomes compared to many other choice-based games. And I would, if I hadn't seen 1,000 different playthroughs of the game, I would love going through it myself. Unfortunately, I've seen every single possible route. And that's my issue with a lot of choice-based games that have already been out for a while. However, Detroit Become Human is getting the pass. It's so fucking good. Suck my dick, Uncharted fans. Jack and Daxter wins. Better Naughty Dog franchise. Come on. And I'm sure Uncharted 3 wasn't even that great. Get over it. Need for Speed Carbon. Man, there's so many Need for Speed games I've just never seen. And Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3 is goated as well. People love this game. I have it on my Steam Deck. I'm playing through it right now. Civilization 5. People loved it when it was out. Mirror's Edge was a unbelievably, it was, I don't want to say groundbreaking, but it was a huge talking point when it came out because of how different, interesting, and unique it was. How different and interesting it was. Assetto Corsa Competizione. Yeah, that's right. I said it how it's spelled. And Need for Speed Underground, the original, on the PlayStation 2. Again, I've never played Need for Speed Underground. I have played this, and I think this one's great. If you're not playing Project Cars 2 in VR, this is what you should be playing if you're playing VR. Obviously, there is iRacing, but you got to pay that subscription. And I would only move to that when you've practiced in this in Project Cars 2 enough to make it worth it. And when you have a direct drive setup, as opposed to what I've got. A G290 is not set up for iRacing. You're not going to be in a good spot there, in my opinion. But, Competizione goes on. Dark Souls Remastered versus Resident Evil 7. Ooh. Okay, Dark Souls 3 made it through, right? So I haven't been overly rude to the Dark Souls franchise. However, Resident Evil 7 was a different animal when it came out. Not only that, but it had VR mode, and it was the one, I think it was the first Resident Evil game to have a VR mode, and it was a phenomenal horror experience all the way through. It was coming out against Outlast, or Outlast 2, and it did a phenomenal job. I still think this is one of the scariest games I've ever been in the room while someone's playing. And if I were to go down the Resident Evil path through 2 and 3 and 4 and so on, this one would be the one I would struggle with the most. And I'm going to put that through, because phenomenal game. Dishonored and Far Cry 4. I have played both of these. I haven't finished this one. I've played a little bit of it, and I know the plot, I know how it ends, I know the way it's designed and the way it works. This game is a masterpiece. Ignore that little logo there. This game is a masterpiece. This one is also really fucking good. I have played the shit out of this. I have completed it. It's really good. I love Far Cry as a series. I think, actually, and this company's smart enough not to put their logo on it. So see, now we know. Now listen, we can learn a thing now, can't we? Yeah, see, I don't have to cover up a logo there so they can see the full game. Ubisoft may be stupid, but at least they're smart enough not to put... I guess this is probably just this one image. I'm pretty sure the Ubisoft logo usually goes right next to the spine. But anyways, I'm going to go with the one I've played more and the one I've enjoyed. Far Cry 4 goes through as well, which means now there are 2 Far Cry games in the list. Gran Turismo 6... Man, there's a lot of Gran Turismos in here. And Last of Us Part 2. I have said time and time again, I have not played Last of Us 1, not played Last of Us 2, don't know the plot of Last of Us 2 at all. And I only know the plot of Last of Us 1 because it's so iconic. And that being said, I still don't know the majority of the game, only the ending. So, I put those off to the side as games I would love to play on stream at some point. But I'm going to put this one through because Last of Us is a franchise that I hear great things about constantly, and I hope it lives up to the expectation. The Crew or Just Cause 2. Just Cause is an interesting franchise. Just Cause 3 is a game I've seen, and I think it's a really cool, fun game to just hop around in. The Crew, I know The Crew 2 had a lot of controversy recently because it was getting delisted, and I also own it myself now for that reason. But The Crew 1, I'm not too sure how it holds up. So both of these could literally be anywhere in quality. I've never played either of them. I'm going to let Just Cause go because we've got a lot of racing games in here. Spyro 2, Gateway to Glitter, and Halo Combat Evolved. Spyro 2 is better than Spyro 1 and better than Spyro 3. I think this might be the best game in the series, actually. That might be my opinion, though. I don't know. I played 3 the most. Wrath of the Enter the Dragon. Is Enter the Dragon 3? I think it is. Or the original Halo. I'm gonna go for original. Oh, is Halo 2 already in here? Halo 2 is already in here? That's crazy. Then I guess Halo 2 can stay. No, well, hold on. Because is Spyro 2 really that much better than Halo 1? Again, if we're going by the same criteria I've been going on, and I'm not being dumb and biased, it cannot be put through that. The original God of War versus Doom Eternal, a game I haven't played versus a game I've played very little of. I do love Doom as a series and a franchise and what it's about. I think it's really interesting, and every little extra bit of lore that they've added over the last few years has been really fun and really funny and enjoyable. The original God of War series, again, I say this every time it comes up. I did not touch this because I played Asura's Wrath, and I was of the mind that you couldn't do both. There was one or the other. There was no option to do both. Asura's Wrath was the way to go for me. I think it's still overall a better product than God of War, but I've never played the original God of War, so that is a 100% biased opinion. But play Asura's Wrath, and then come back and tell me that that game doesn't absolutely fucking bang even today. I'm gonna give it to Doom Eternal. There are great God of War games. I've played like 3-4 hours into the modern reboot of God of War, and I think it's really good. I just didn't get to finish it because I had to move. Up next, we got Phasmophobia and Hacknet. I've never played Hacknet. I imagine it's a lot less intricate of a game than Phasmo. Well, actually, Phasmophobia is not that intricate either. But these are the perfect opponents for each other, I'll tell you that much. I have played Phasmo. I will put it through, even though I don't necessarily like it. I think Lethal Company does a much better job doing what it was trying to do. And it's a better party game. Supersonic, acrobatic, rocket-powered battle cars. This is a Rocket League game from early on. How have I never seen this? It's such an. There's like, it looks like it'd be a knockoff for Rocket League, but this looks like it was also older. What is that game? What is that fucking? I'm trying to look at what the company name on the top is there. It looks like Gamer. It looks like Gamer OLT, but that doesn't make any sense. So, anyways, Civilization 4. This is a really good matchup. Unfortunately, I know nothing about this game at all. So Civ 4 is going in by default. So someone got to buy, essentially. Hotline Miami, Apex Legends. Never touched it, never played it. Don't know much about it, honestly. Actually, don't know anything about it at all, surprisingly. I've heard the name once or twice. This game has an unbelievable slew of problems. I'm not a fan of it. I do not enjoy Apex Legends in the modern day. The aim issues have been prevalent for years, but of course, if there's already esports for it, clearly there's nothing wrong with it. That being said, Apex Legends is still better than Hotline Miami, in my opinion. I've never touched Hotline Miami, and I think at least a little bit of good I got out of Apex is good. Project Cars 3, like I was talking about earlier, not as good as Project Cars 2. Need for Speed The Run, yet another Need for Speed game that I've never heard of. So Project Cars 3 goes through by default. Hold on, sorry, let me stretch out. Okay, I'll tell you, I'm gonna have to think this through next time I go to do this format, because I'm feeling this. Okay, GTA 4 versus Tekken 3. I have not played Tekken 3. I have played Tekken Tag Tournament. But GTA is GTA. So it's a pretty hard opponent to beat. Oh boy. Is this including the cards too? Is this just the entire game itself? This is a tabletop game. Is D&D going to be in here? Assuming that this is the entirety of Magic the Gathering. Sorry, hold on. Sorry. First of all, that's interesting, but that doesn't matter. This game fucking sucks. Holy shit, I have never met a game I despise more after playing it for a considerable amount of time. I have never sat there and wanted my hours back more than the time I spent playing this fucking game. And it never changed. It never improved, never got better. In fact, they just made another one where it was the exact same fucking thing. I absolutely detest Ark Survival Evolved. Anybody who fucking developed it, and anybody who made the fucking bullshit ass sequel that also came out. Fuck you. Genuinely. Holy shit. Awful. Awful game. Awful game. It's Rust, but worse. And I don't like Rust. Okay, Magic the Gathering is good. Go through. I did not mean to get that angry, but oh my god, I hate that game. I hate that game with a passion. With a fucking passion. With a passion. You have no idea the kind of chokehold it had on people I knew for so long. Imagine sitting there and watching people fucking waste their time on that game when there's so many better options. Holy shit. Oh. Sorry. I didn't mean, I should not be fucking up my voice like that. I will also rein in the language. That was, I'm trying my hardest not to get. Like, that just made me irrationally angry. Devil May Cry, I was saying the other day, that Devil May Cry is the one game that suffered from its name for me because I did not pick up this game because I didn't even bother to look into what the game was about because I saw the title in a cheat code book and I was like, that doesn't sound interesting at all. And lo and behold, apparently it's a pretty interesting series with a pretty cool content. However, the title fucked it. I was a kid and I was like, I'm not gonna pick that up. There's a good chance it's bad, and if it's bad, it's got a bad name. So it's like, you know, and my parents aren't gonna let me buy it. And even if they do let me buy it, or I convince them to let me buy it, and it sucks. Now I've just got a shitty game liner. It wasn't worth it. It had a lot of versions of the game out with cheats in it as well. So I was like, there's a lot already in the series. Final Fantasy X. Speaking of a lot in the series, I don't even know what happens in this game. I don't know what the plot is here. I don't know where they're at, who's in this game, what the gameplay is like. It's actually so funny to me because there's such a huge gap in the Final Fantasies for me in terms of what is important and what isn't. So up until recently, everything after like 14, 15, 16 have all been really good. So I'll let Devil May Cry through, even though I've never played it myself. Street Fighter 4 and Gears 5. Haven't played either of these. I know people love Gears of War. This is not the best Street Fighter. There are many better ones than this. I would put this 4th on the list of best Street Fighters, funnily enough. So Gears 5 gets to go through. Again, another game I haven't played, but it's going through it. Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, and The Phantom Pain versus The Witcher 1. This one's a no-brainer. Again, I love Metal Gear Solid, and this one I have played. I don't know if these main channel videos are still up, but had I continued doing the game and kept editing it the exact same way I was, obviously it could be a little less heavy now, a little less heavy on the editing now, but I have better tools. Then this would have been the best series I ever had a pleasure of editing and working on. But we did not go very far with it. And I have not gone very far with the Phantom Pain's plot either. I've played a good bit of Ground Zeroes though. The original Half-Life and Quake 3. I have not played Quake 3. I played Quake Champions. So Half-Life gets the go. I don't know which individual Quake game was that great to spawn everything else. Far Cry 2. Why am I not in this? Is this the center? This is the center. Okay. Far Cry 2 is a Far Cry game I've never heard anyone speak about. Ever. I actually never even considered that the game had a 2. I never considered what Far Cry 1 was about either. I considered 3. It started at 3 as far as I was concerned. Nobody ever talks about this one. So, also, let me just hide that logo. Let me hide that logo. Okay. Anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Portal 2, however. Now, this game, I've heard great things. It's really good. I haven't played through it myself, but I've seen it be played through multiple times. I think it's really cool. Really well designed. As I was saying earlier, iRacing is a really good game if you have a subscription. But for what it is the best of its kind. Saints Row 3 is not the best of its series. Actually, Saints Row the Third might be the best in its series. Either way, not a Saints Row fan anyway. iRacing gets to go through. Halo 3 versus Gears of War 2. This one goes to Halo 3. Easy one there. Really? In a video games of all time list. This isn't even the GOAT of basketball, let alone the GOAT of 2K games. What are we doing here? Hold on. 2K23 specifically. On best video game ever. 2K23. Compared to compared to 20, 2K16, 2K14, I think 2K18 as well was super popular. I don't know about 18, but 20 and 16 I know were super well. Those are the ones I played, and I've played a little bit of 24. And by a little bit, I mean one full season, one full my career. We know how I feel about sports video games, and not the fact that listen. I think sports video games are fine. It's like desserts in your meal. It is fine if you have other stuff on your plate, but somebody who exclusively plays 2K, Madden, NHL, fucking PGA Tour, MLB. I forgot that was even a game. And only that, you don't play fucking video games. And hell, I would argue, actually, as well, if you only play those games and Call of Duty nowadays, you don't fucking like video games. You just like the two games that are popular. You just like the games that are popular, and then you haven't branched out. You don't respect the art style or art form of video games. You just like these two because they're entertainment mediums that you're aware of, used to, and it's easy to digest. Also, this is the original Call of Duty. What's going on here? The original Call of Duty was made by Infinity Ward? Either way, anything over 2K23 in a best video games of all time list, anything over a sports game in an all time list. What are we talking about? What kind of question is that? There are very specific good versions of each individual EA sport, and it's none of the recent ones usually. For 2K, I firmly believe 2K16 was the best they ever got. After that, I don't know. And with 2020 was a Spike Lee joint, right? That was the one with Freak. That one was also really good. But again, 16 was probably the best they ever did. With Madden, I think it was it Madden 25? With the one in 2014? Or was it Madden 15? I think it was Madden 15. Whichever one had Dak Shepard with his Bananas team in it as one of the fantasy teams he used to have play against you. That one was the best Madden that ever came out. And hell, if we want to talk about best football game, in my opinion, that's Game Day 98, but that's such an old football game. It's such an old game that most people have never touched it, never heard of it, let alone touched it. As far as people who played like Madden are concerned, I picked up Madden for the first time at a wrestling tournament like in 2011, 2011, I think. And it was very intuitive, very easy, but fuck me, man. Never mind. I didn't first pick up Madden. I had a Madden before that. But the first time I actually played a full match against somebody else for the first time was that. Because I didn't play at home against anybody else either. I just played the what was the career mode at the time. Anyways, that's enough talking about that. Project Cars 1 and Horizon Zero Dawn. Project Cars 1, again, outshined by Project Cars 2. Still a great game in its own regard. Horizon Zero Dawn is a awesome game with a great setup. Okay, let me just finish what I'm saying about Horizon first before we even address what's on the screen right now. Great game, great universe. Happy to see it so successful and continuing to grow. I've yet to play through the full game myself, but it looks amazing from the little bits and pieces I've seen my girlfriend play when she's been on my computer and now when she's on her own computer. Anyways, moving forward. I love when this bracket gives me shit like this, where it's a game I absolutely love versus a game I don't like at all. I've ranted about Valorant time and time again. And anytime I play a shooter, this is usually the first game I go to talk shit about in comparison. Versus one of the greatest games to ever grace the earth the greatest video games to ever grace the universe. If aliens have a form of video game, it is still not quite on the level of the first Ratchet and Clank. 100% aware that my bias is intact, because if we're speaking about Ratchet and Clanks individually and the original series, it technically goes 3, 2, 1 in order of how good it is. And then I personally even like Deadlock more than the original trilogy. However, this one, goated. They remade it, couldn't even capture the essence of what it was, of what this was like. The innuendos and adult humor, but mature humor in a way that didn't explain anything to you. You either knew the joke or you didn't, and you enjoyed the story or you thought things were confusing. I loved all that shit. Even the heavy-handed metaphors, like the anti-capitalism metaphors, I love that shit. Because it's so fucking funny. Even as a kid, I thought, oh yeah, this is super funny. As soon as we got to Megacorp's office where they're creating the little bouncy things in Going Commando, shit's so fun. It's so obvious and heavy-handed that even me when I was playing the second one, I would have been like 4. Even I grasp that shit. It's so simple. But either way, point being, love Ratchet and Clank. Great, one of the greatest series of all time. Oh my god, they're just handing me good games back to back. Fuck what you're talking about. Jak 2, in my opinion, okay, I guess again with the Jak and Daxter trilogy, it goes 3, 2, 1 in my order of. Actually, it doesn't. It doesn't. It goes 3, 1, 2 because 2 is unnecessarily difficult in certain sections. However, I played 2 the longest. I haven't played 2 the longest anymore. No, I have. Because I went back and played through all 3 because I got the PS4 collection. And I spent so much time trying to platinum Jak 2 because Metalhead orbs are insane a pain in the ass to grind. So I platinumed the first game, and then both the second and third game are just missing Metalhead orbs. And I can't bring myself to grind for that. And plus, I don't play PlayStation anymore, so there's no point in grinding those trophies. I can't grind those trophies. Gears of War 4 and original Doom. I've played original Doom. I haven't played Gears of War 4. And Doom is a franchise I don't know if it's Warcraft 3, the Warcraft game, which is I believe it's real-time strategy version of World of Warcraft. I never touched, never played, heard about it, but I played StarCraft. Last of Us Part 1, again, like I've said, game I haven't played myself, put it off to the side so I can stream it one day. Phenomenal series from what I've heard. So, excuse me. The original Assassin's Creed versus Gran Turismo Sport. I'm not even sure when this one came out. I assume it's more recent. But there's a lot of racing games in here already. I don't like the first Assassin's Creed, but I do like the second through 7, 8. I like all the way from 2 to Victory Syndicate. Yeah, 2 through Syndicate. I like all those. But 1 I never played, but I also just think it's bland after you've played 2. There's no way you could go back after playing with Ezio and play with Altair. It's just not going to happen. Need for Speed Most Wanted for the PlayStation 2 versus Borderlands 2. Easy wash. Borderlands 2, phenomenal game. I watched people play it when I was younger, didn't quite understand it. I thought it was so cool to see what I called an MMO leveling system, but I found out later it was just an RPG leveling system in a shooter. I thought that was so cool. A looter shooter was such a cool concept to me. But I had never had my hands on one until I played Destiny 1. So, I'm going to stretch out one more time. Give me 1 second. Oh, there we go. That does it. I just kind of have to stretch my back every now and then because I am on my knees for this so that I'm in the frame. I know I could probably move that little chair in the back down there to lowest height possible and just talk like that. There's no way this works. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I could have been doing this the whole time. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. I've been busting my knees for no reason. Okay. Here we go. Monster Hunter 3 DCS World. I didn't get into Monster Hunter nearly this early. I can imagine that this game has many issues that were rectified by later editions of the game. DCS World is one of the best flight sims you can get. Let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. One of the best flight sims you can get your hands on. There we go. Best flight systems you can get your hands on. Really enjoyable. I highly recommend, though, if you're going to play it to its fullest, get yourself more than just the HOTAS. Get yourself at least one panel of switches. You're going to need it. Switches or buttons. Whatever you prefer. I'm sure an expert will tell you better than me because I haven't bought it myself. I still use the T-Flight 4, so... Again, I'm no expert on race. I'm no expert on sim games. I just really like them and will get the setups eventually.
but I use VR instead of screens. Using the screens is stupid to me. I think triple screens is the dumbest thing I've ever seen anybody do, ever. I understand why when there's no VR as an option, but just put the fucking headset on, man. At that point, if you're willing to sit there with 3 monitors around you, curved monitors nonetheless, just put the headset on, dog. It's so much better for you. You'll like the view. It's really, get a Quest 2 even, and you'll still like it better than the 3 panels. I promise you. I promise you, you'll never go back. There is DCS World. What's next? Tekken, original Tekken versus RoboCraft. I have played a little bit of RoboCraft. I think it's a cool concept. Original Tekken is, unfortunately, it's the original, so it's just going to be beaten by modernity here. God of War Ragnarok, BeamNG Drive. This game is the best physics-based racing, best physics-based car game you can buy. Super fun to mess around with if you're interested in like heavy realism on it. Works with your steering wheel too. I just haven't played this game myself. Ragnarok is a completely different beast. It's gonna go through. I haven't even played it yet, but I know it's it is goated for a reason. This one's a wash. Call of Duty 1 shouldn't even be in this rotation somewhere in this list, but it was put next to a complete, like, it was put next to an obvious law. Like it was basically even a buy. This one, Jak 3, best in the series, fucking phenomenal. Love the Jak and Daxter series to death. Such a good franchise, man. So good. Lost Frontier never happened, so I really wish they made a 4th game. There is a effort to make a fan-made project for, I believe it's either a remake or a unofficial sequel. Either way, it's being worked on slowly but surely, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I'm following it on Instagram, and it's moving slowly. It's adding more people. It needs voice actors, artists, animators, designers, everything. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, really seek it out. I think if you just Google Jak and Daxter fan game, it'll probably pop up, I imagine. If I had more information right off the top of my head, I would give it out right now. Quake versus Gears of War 3. You can tell I'm just not into Gears of War. The thing with Gears of War, right, is I had only experienced it as it was verbally described to me on the playground. Before I had a computer, and like I couldn't... Okay, this is gonna make me sound old as fuck, right? But in like 2nd and 3rd grade, right, we didn't have in 2nd grade, we didn't have a computer I could just look shit up on, right? I had to do it at school. And there were some things you just couldn't look up at school, especially modern video games. You just couldn't look up a lot of shooters at school. Or at least you probably could. It was bad etiquette. And I was one of those kids who just didn't want to make a hassle for myself and do something stupid like that in the first place. I was like, it's just not worth it. And I didn't have a phone at the time. Even if I did, the phone couldn't browse the internet. I think it maybe could, but like navigating the internet on a phone without a touchscreen and using the slide up keypad to type in your websites and shit is just awful. So I think I used it maybe once to try to download a app for like a game, an early game, and I think that early game was I tried to download there's an early Ratchet and Clank game for mobile that if you scan the book in Ratchet and Clank 3, it lets you download. But was it a QR code at the time? I think you might have. No, you go to a website. You went to a website and then you could select it there and it would download it to your phone. However, it only worked with specific types of phones, and I think it was a BlackBerry thing, maybe. No, it wasn't a BlackBerry thing, but I remember it was a very specific type of phone that they wanted you to do it on, and my phone just didn't support it. So, I think I did have a game on my... I had Monopoly. I had Monopoly on that tiny little slide phone. Yeah, and I played the shit out of it, and every now and then, because it wouldn't tell me how it worked, it would charge $1.99 every now and then to the phone bill, and there was no way for me to know any way at all what I was doing to cause that. I guess I was resubscribing to the game every month, but I wasn't keeping track of dates. As far as I was concerned, it was just random. It might have been once every month. I have no idea. But yeah, I couldn't just... anyways, to say, I couldn't just look shit up. I couldn't just verify things. So the only way I could hear about new games, or certain games that I just couldn't see in GameStop, or something I just didn't cross my eye in GameStop, because that was a very particular search. I was looking for all the Dragon Ball games. That was mostly what I was looking for when I got into GameStop anyways. So my eye was very, very shifted. If I didn't already see a franchise I recognized, you weren't getting a chance. I was there for the Dragon Ball game. If it wasn't a Dragon Ball game, it's whatever other franchise I already knew or like recognized. I don't know. Either way. Oh, right. So I heard I had a one of my best buddies who was explaining to me Gears of War, and in my head, with my limited understanding of like what games were capable of at the time, I pictured a side scroller with like a guy, like a little Metroidvania, like a really grainy Metroidvania with a guy with a chainsaw gun. Because that was how it was described to me. Like, it was very heavy. He's got a chainsaw gun, and it's so sick. And I'm like, it's an interesting concept, sure. But like as a kid, I was like, I'm not tracking. That sounds like, it doesn't sound that interesting. It just sounds like, and to me, I don't know what I would have called it at the time, but it just sounds grotesque and unnecessarily gory. But that's not to say that the game's bad because it's got gore in it. I'm not like, just me at the time as a 7-year-old, I was not interested in that kind of game. I cried when I stumbled across a YouTube video of a Club Penguin guy doing the high dive and cracking his head open. It genuinely completely unnecessary. I also cried once in GameStop when I saw a picture of Shadow the Hedgehog punching Sonic. I remember I worked myself up over it. I remember in my head going, this isn't sad. And then I go, oh, but it could be sad. And I was like, why did he do that? And, shit like that. Well, there was no point. I didn't think about it. There was no point in making that such a big deal. But for some reason I just decided, you know what? I'm emotional about it. Fuck that. But anyway, that's all to say that Gears of War, I just never had a experience with. I had that picture in my head for so long that by the time I had seen Gears of War, I was heavily disappointed with what I saw. I was like, oh, well, this is okay. And that was around Xbox 360 time. I was like, it just seems like manly man game, the game. And that was just like, I don't know, that just wasn't for me. League of Legends, I don't think you could put anything against this, and I would put League of Legends through. League of Legends is one of the most baffling concepts to me in terms of, don't get me wrong, MOBAs are one of my favorite game modes of all time, right? I've said this multiple times. I've played League of Legends, I've played Dota, I've played Smite, I've played many of the other knockoff ones and the original predecessor and all that. I don't understand how League of Legends I do understand. It's because it's got so many heroes and it's so complex and there's so many. It's the only MOBA and arguably one of the few games that is like chess. But I can't understand how you could sit there and enjoy like playing it that much. It just doesn't have that visual registry that I could see for me to be like, wow, this esport's as huge as it is. It's the #1 esport on the planet. Its World Cup gets more viewers than the World Cup. It's genuinely baffling to think about because the gameplay is so not equivalent, right? To me, even though the game wasn't good a majority of the time, right? This is not talking about League of Legends. Even though the game wasn't good the majority of the time, Overwatch was a perfect esport. It was a game that where every time you were watching what was happening, even from spectator mode, it was interesting. You knew when the teams were about to engage each other and when there were down times. And when they did engage each other, you knew you were in for a show. And it'd be like that multiple times through. And when it came down to holding that last point, you had an intense thing to watch. An intense thing to watch. And it was so good. Hell, I think I still have some VODs of some of the matches I've played, I played in. And some of the ones I casted. It's some of the most exciting shit ever. If the game had just stayed good, it would have been a completely different story, man. But they had to go and do everything they did with it. But anyways, League of Legends, I respect it. Great game. However, my least favorite MOBA. So, Borderlands 3. Riot makes great universes, but does not spend time adding to the quality of life of their gameplay after they create their game. It is all on the monetization route for skins and adding new heroes. That's where all of the development goes to. A League of Legends overhaul is overdue. I know they've done a graphical update in the past, but like I'm talking full on scrap it, rebuild it, Smite 2 type shit, where it needs to be more visually appealing. You need to be borderline, you need to be able to zoom around the map yourself when you're spectating the esports matches before I can understand the hype there. Ultimate Chicken Horse vs. Fallout 4. This one's a no-brainer. I loved Fallout 4. I got it for Christmas, and I remember installing it on my PlayStation because I got the PlayStation for Christmas, and that little install time was probably the coziest time I remember. Just laying there waiting for it to go through all the special videos while it loaded the data to my PlayStation. Such a good time. Wish I finished it. Mini Metro, never played it. I think I've seen a little bit of it. Katawa Shouju. I think, yeah, I recognize this. This game is, I've never played it. I think I considered playing it once because it is considered like one of the, I think it's considered one of the best visual novels, like romance visual novels ever created or something like that. Or one of the most like emotionally charged or something like that. But it's apparently really good. Apparently very highly rated. So I'll put it up there. I haven't played Mini Metro. No, I haven't played that either, but I wish I... What are we doing? Why? This is, again, we had a bunch of really good ones where every game had a decent, like, fight against a bad... Well, every good game was matched with a bad game. Now, we're matched with two good games. GTA 5 absolutely destroys what it's up against, but sorry, CSGO. That's a shame. I kind of like... I like the CSGO games. But Mafia 2 versus Flight Simulator. Two completely different things to put up against each other. I didn't play the Mafia series. I have the original Mafia game, but I haven't played it. Flight Simulator. Get mad. Some people might not like that kind of thing, right? It's like if I picked Farm Simulator and put it in this game. But Microsoft Flight Simulator is a different animal. It's like the only game of its type. It is Google Maps the game, and you can fly around in it. It's good. I really recommend you just try the free trial. Or when you get Game Pass, just download it and try it once. Just once. Fly around over your home and give it a try. I guarantee you'll think it's at least interesting. Trackmania 2 Stadium versus Devil May Cry 4. I'm pretty sure Devil May Cry 4 is one of the fan favorites. It was going to win out of that too anyway. Minecraft versus Tricky Towers. Now, both of these games are games that I believe Captain Sparkle was a fan of. Was it Tricky Towers or did he have his own version of this game? Either way, come on. You're not beating Minecraft. The fact that Minecraft's on this list is threatening to every game on the list. Need for Speed Most Wanted. I've heard great things about this. Metro 2033. I have it on my Steam Deck. I'm playing through it a little bit. I've started it up 100 times. I know the Metro series is awesome. It's literally just getting through that first slog of this game, of Metro 2033, to get into it. I refuse to play Exodus not knowing the story. That being said, I did tell myself I might just get the books. I might just get the books and read the books. Because even if it, and I might have that issue where with Russian to English books where some of the words are very hard to follow because it's basically like bleeding, unless that's just Dostoevsky. I'm basing it entirely off of Crime and Punishment. Crime and Punishment was the biggest pain in the ass for me to read and comprehend to the point where, like, you know, but I would love to give Metro's book series a try. But it's gonna go through. It's gonna go through. Hollow Knight, Mass Effect 2. I know Hollow Knight has a huge devout fan base. I gave it a try, did not enjoy it. Could not get behind it. I understand. I went back and tried it a little bit later. I kind of started to understand the combat a little bit better. It's just not for me, man. I get it. People love Metroidvanias. Metroidvanias are just not my genre. Mass Effect 2 is a phenomenal game. I believe I haven't finished it yet, but I'm close to finished. I should re-download it and finish it, because I haven't touched 3 yet. Undertale and Uncharted, Drake's Fortune. So I imagine it's the original Uncharted then. I played Undertale before it would cost money. There was a point in time when Undertale was out where it was free, before it became as popular as it was. And I fucking loved it. Undertale was one of those games that I sat there all summer, I think, and played through both routes. And I think it's one of those games that I would play again. It's so good. It's such a unique gem of its time. I believe it was made with Game Maker Studio as well, which is interesting. Not a heavily respected game engine, but I think that's just because it's beginner friendly. Wreckfest, Elden Ring. This one's a wash. Elden Ring is one of the greatest games of all time. I know this is of an all-time list, but Elden Ring will definitely make it to the top 10. Unless it gets completely shafted and gets put up against Minecraft or something. Half-Life 2, the original Sonic the Hedgehog. I haven't played the Half-Life series, like I've said. I fucking love Sonic the Hedgehog, so it's gonna go. Budokai 2? Okay. I feel really bad for the Battlefield 4 fans right now. Because Battlefield 4, I'm willing to admit, is a good game. I never played it because I didn't get into Battlefield like that. I was a Call of Duty guy. And again, just like with Asura's Wrath and God of War, I was convinced you couldn't do both. I was like, why have two of the exact same style of game? I wasn't aware how different the two were at the time. I didn't know that until Battlefield 1 did its huge beta release, and I played that for a consistent amount of time and realized just how much I would have liked that genre. And then I found out that Battlefield 4 was the best of it, and you're just not going to get that again. But Budokai 2 is the first Dragon Ball game I ever owned. This is not what the case looks like, but the first ever game, Dragon Ball game that I ever had myself. Don't know how it showed up in my game. I've said this time and time again. I don't know how I got it. But also my first introduction to Dragon Ball as a franchise. So I learned everything I learned initially about Dragon Ball through the board game in the story mode. So I had to fill in things afterwards. And but I think it was still I developed an appreciation over time. Like I said, I kept coming back to get more and more games because I wasn't aware I could get my hands on the anime at the time. I didn't actually see the anime until Kai came out, and they premiered that. I don't even think that was premiered on. I did see some Dragon Ball games or Dragon Ball episodes premiered on Toonami, but for the most part, it was when Kai came out on Nicktoons. Was it fucking Nicktoons? Damn. Either way. Goated game. Not the best of its game of game op like of Dragon Ball games, but best of the Budokai series in my opinion. No, absolutely not. Sorry, Budokai 3 is fucking phenomenal. Yeah, you can't beat Budokai 3, but Budokai 2 was my introduction. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 versus Bayonetta 2. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 is a phenomenal game. I had Pro Skater 1, had no idea how much I was missing out on by not having Pro Skater 2. Pro Skater 3, I have no idea what happened in this game. I went from 1 straight to 4, and 4 wasn't that good. Not that good. 4 wasn't good. Completely different game. Subnautica, really good game. Really good game. I get fucking terrified playing it. I don't think there's a situation on Earth. The only way I would play Subnautica, is if you could put me in a tub of water, a pool of water, a large pool of water, with a waterproof VR headset and waterproof controls, and make it so I have to absolutely experience the experience. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. There's no either all or nothing with that. That is how I feel with that kind of game. But that means that Subnautica is good. It'll go through. We're at 80 out of 128, so we're almost there. The original Portal versus Europa Universalis 4. Get out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? Come on. Octopath Traveler, Vampire Survivors. I've played Vampire Survivors. I have not played Octopath Traveler. I believe Octopath Traveler is a game that I considered buying at one point in time because I do like JRPGs. But Vampire Survivors is a great game, great idler, and there are better JRPGs. Again, what are we doing? What are we doing? This isn't even the best FIFA. This isn't even the best FIFA. Why is it on the list? Did they just was this list created in 22? Is that why they did 22 for everything? And I like it, and it's not like they're doing the whole series. They specify. They specify specifically 22. Again, no. Bravely Default is what it's up against, though. Just gotta trust the Bravely Default. Persona 5 or the original Spyro the Dragon. Bias would say Spyro, but objectively speaking, from a gameplay design standpoint, everything I've seen for Persona 5 is better. Diablo 3 versus God of War 2. I don't think I've seen anything about Diablo 3 ever, and we know how I feel about Diablo 4. God of War 2, I've never touched it, never played it. Again, I was Asura's Wrath, but I think I'm gonna have to pass God of War 2. I think I'm gonna have to pass God of War 2. Race room racing experience. I don't know. Mario Party 8. Let's go, baby. Doom 2016, so the reboot, which is a game I've played a good amount of because I had it on Switch. It came with my Switch, I think. Actually, I think it came with something I bought for my Switch. Or Horizon Forbidden West. This is unfair because Horizon Forbidden West is a huge, expansive open world game that is a well done addition to an already good game. Doom 2016 is a great game. However, I would sooner play through the entirety of Horizon Forbidden West before I play through Doom all the way through again. The original Darksiders versus Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I grew up watching people talk about Binding of Isaac over and over again and how enjoyable the game is and shit like that. I think it's a roguelike. Like it was an original roguelike, and that's what people weren't explaining to me successfully. But I do not enjoy the concept of Binding of Isaac and the stuff that surrounded it. But it was also out around the time Super Meat Boy was out, and I lumped those two together in my head. Darksiders is legit. Darksiders is a legit fun and good series. Assassin's Creed 3 versus Witcher 3. This one's going to Witcher 3. This is, you know how I said I like 2 through 8, or like 2 through Syndicate, right? Yeah, 2 through Syndicate. This is the lowest on that list. I am not a big fan of Assassin's Creed 3. It's purely because I don't think I got far enough in it to enjoy it. I think I was still Haytham Kenway, which is not very much of the game. So I don't know, man. I just didn't touch 3. I had 2 Brotherhood Revelations and then 4. I had Black Flag because Black Flag was already out by the time I was playing 2. So I was immediately wanting to jump on the best one in the series. Thank you for that. Witcher 3. Witcher 3 goes through, no doubt. I was about to address Stardew Valley, but Kingdom Hearts is here. So I'm sorry, Stardew Valley. You're a good game, but it's fucking Kingdom Hearts. You're not beating Kingdom Hearts. What are you, Minecraft? Driver San Francisco, Forza Horizon 4. Both of these, not games I've played before, but definitely if it's a racing game versus a racing game. Is that Ubisoft? Oh, yeah. Fuck no. Horizon 4. Valheim and Devil May Cry 2. Again, don't know about the Devil May Cry series very much. I know that it has a cult following. I know that the modern games are really loved because of its combos and its like fighting system. It's essentially a slasher beat 'em up, right? I don't like Valheim. I never liked Valheim. When it released, I didn't see the point in it. But I respect it. I understand that people like it. I see that it's a good game. It's just, again, if you have Minecraft, what the fuck do you need this game for? Again, to remember after I played like Pal World and shit like that, I don't like that standard traditional style of survival mechanics. So that's probably the problem. R Factor 2, yet another racing game. I haven't played this one yet. I was considering playing it. I don't think I will. Hearts of Iron 4. Listen, if someone you know plays a Paradox game, and out of all the Paradox game options, or out of all of the games in this genre, Civ included, Stellaris included, anything of that's even remotely similar, if someone tells you their favorite is Hearts of Iron, run. R Factor 2 goes through with no problem. Kerbal Space Program, or Turmoil. I don't know what Turmoil is. I assume it's a game where you pump oil. It's an oil idler. That's my guess. Kerbal Space Program, let's go! Game I would never try because it's so fucking difficult. Oh, Ratchet & Clank, up your arsenal. Okay, hey, where in the world, by the way, did it go by numbers? Like where? Where did it go by numbers? Because, oh, well, this is the PEGI logo, so I would assume the European release. I feel bad for anybody who didn't get to experience the taglines, because Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal are some of the funniest innuendo titles ever. I think it's great. I love it. Hades, great game. One of the greatest roguelikes to ever come out, ever, of all time. But again, you're not beating Ratchet and Clank, let alone the best of the trilogy, rest of the original trilogy. Ooh. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Black Ops 3. Okay, here's my justification for this choice, right? I've made my decision, but let me explain why. Miles Morales, when it came out very soon after the first Spider-Man game. It had significantly less content. It was a individually released DLC, essentially, with a separate player. Sure, the story is good, the game is good. It's the only one I own on PC, so it's the one I've played more of. And all of the things they've added to the formula are great. And I'm waiting for 2 to come to PC. I know it's going to take forever, but I'm holding out. But the big criticism is it didn't feel like a full game. It felt like a separately released DLC. Black Ops 3, despite being the game that restarted my YouTube channel, it is the game that also gave me my personal love for Call of Duty Zombies, as well as some of the best zombies maps of all time for Call of Duty Zombies players. And in my opinion, one of the best, definitely top 3, one of the best multiplayer experiences COD has given us in history. And since then, it has been impossible to chase the high that this game set. Because ever since Black Ops 3, we've been in a struggle. Modern Warfare Remastered came out alongside Infinite Warfare, so you can't count that one. And the only people who still played it were nostalgic, like rose-tinted glasses. I promise you, I played it myself. I fucking hated it. And I had played the originals. Like, I just didn't like it. It felt like going back just for no reason. Like, the updated graphics didn't do shit because everything was, the designs were bland. It was dark, gritty, and bland. Like, you know, so you can't, you know, I liked a little bit of color. And then World War II and the entire Warzone collection, it's just never been the same. Never been the same. Black Ops 3 is a testament to a time that no longer is and might never be again. Also had what I would consider one of my favorite loot box systems ever, besides Overwatch, and also had a lot of fun abusing the crypto key glitches we could find. So again, I have huge memories here, huge bias to Black Ops 3. Literally made my first 100 plus videos on my channel around Black Ops 3, purely around Black Ops 3. I think some of them were GTA, but mostly around Black Ops 3. Miles Morales Spider-Man is a great game. I love it. I think it's great. It's just, you'd have to, if you were including both Spider-Man games, Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales, then it would beat this. Other than that, I'm going to let Black Ops 3 pass through. The Forest versus Pong. I've heard great things about The Forest. I know people talk great about it all the time. I think it's a phenomenal concept and it's a good survival game, but remember, I don't like standard survival games. Pong, the first game, the first real game ever, also the only game I have ever designed myself as well, because it's like a beginner tutorial. If you're going to design a game, you start with Pong usually. So I've made it myself. And I know, 1, that it's simple, but 2, that it's still a piece of history. But if I were to put Pong through and not a fully fledged game, that would just be, I'm clearly just hating on the other game. I've never played The Forest, but The Forest gotta go through. It would be crazy of me to not let it through. Gran Turismo 1 versus Gran Turismo 2. Gran Turismo 2, I would assume, is better. I haven't played either of them. Modern Warfare 2 versus Far Cry 6. Is this Modern Warfare 2 2020 or 2019? 2022? Is this the most recent one? Because this campaign remastered here. No, right? Is this the? I'm gonna assume this is the old one. I haven't played Far Cry 6, but I understand that everybody but me prefers MW2 to MW3, so I will pick MW2 for that sake. Counter-Strike Source, Mass Effect 3. I haven't played Mass Effect 3 yet. I've never touched Counter-Strike Source. It's not even installed, and I've yet to see why that's an issue. Mass Effect 3. Gran Turismo 5. Damn, they just threw everyone in the series in here, didn't they? Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey is a very interesting one to throw in here compared to what you're up against, but it is great. It is a good game. It's a great platformer. Speaking of great Nintendo games, Breath of the Wild versus Mortal Kombat X, which is, in my opinion, the last really, really, really good Mortal Kombat game. This new reboot one, Mortal Kombat, might have been the first one since then to be really good, but I haven't played it at all. So this is my idea when I think of peak Mortal Kombat. I think of Mortal Kombat X. And I also think there is still a Mortal Kombat X video on my channel. Is it? I think it is. I think that video is still out. That's funny. If it's not still out, it will still go out eventually. I don't know why it's not out. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a completely different beast. People froth at the mouth for that game. Pokemon Red versus Monster Hunter World. It's not the entire Pokemon series, so I'm assuming another Pokemon game is going to be in here. There's no way they would choose to represent the whole series with Pokemon Red. Monster Hunter World, especially Game Boy Pokemon Red. Modern Warfare, again, you've given me the remastered picture, but no date on the title. I'm going to assume that this one is the remastered then, because this one genuinely just straight up says remastered. Oh shit, we're finally in the second half now where everything's up against each other again? Because Kingdom Hearts is back. Unless that was Kingdom Hearts as a series and this is Kingdom Hearts 1 individually. Either way, Kingdom Hearts is winning. We don't even need to think about it. No, we weren't. That was just two duplicates that have already been in this. Huh. We're going to see Kingdom Hearts twice. Whoops. I think the first thing Kingdom Hearts was up against actually could have gotten in then. And I feel bad for them now. Anyway, StarCraft 2, Rocket League. I played both. Listen, real-time strategy games are fun. I also have Beyond All Reason, which I think is fun too. But you're not getting heavy dopamine in the long run. The same people who like Civ love RTSs. I put real-time strategy pretty low on my genre of interest, but StarCraft 2 was the best that I've played in that area. But Rocket League wins, because I had a lot of fun playing Rocket League. I still have a lot of... I haven't played Rocket League in a while, but when I download it on my Steam Deck every now and then, it's fun. Game Dev Tycoon, whatever the fuck that is, and Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, I can't imagine a Tycoon game beating an actual fully fledged game. Prototype. That's the one I was thinking about when we were looking at Infamous. This is the one I know about. Versus Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur I know from having hilarious customization abilities. We're going Prototype. Prototype has got a great plot. I don't know what Prototype 2 is about, if it's a continuation or a separate story. But. San Andreas versus Skyrim. So these are two really big games that shouldn't be put against each other realistically until later. However, Skyrim is going, I know, actually, I've never, so see, I didn't play San Andreas, right? So I don't have any attachment to it. So putting Skyrim through, to me, makes sense because of how prolific Skyrim has been over the years and the many different iterations it's had and how many different, it's inspired memes. People have been a part of it forever. But in order for it to be a really good gameplay experience, you do need to mod it for the most part. Versus San Andreas, which is a good game out of the box. However, the outdatedness of it does, and the fact that you can mod Skyrim does make it a better option. It's Skyrim, for sure. Star Citizen is in this? That's insane. Versus Infamous 2. Were there more than two? There were 3 Infamous games? I thought Second Son was the second game, but that's my fault. However, I gave Infamous 1 the end. I think Infamous 2 is probably liked more than Infamous 1. Do I think Star Citizen is up there in the best video games ever? Do I think it at least belongs in the top 64? Yes. Just because I don't have enough time to get the full experience out of the game does not mean that it's a bad game. And I will put it over Infamous 2. I still think the game is in a really rough state. Don't get me wrong, it lags way less now, if you want to play it and you haven't played it for a while because you run like a decently mid-high tier PC, because even on high tier PCs it was lagging before. Nowadays it runs really smooth. I love it. I think it runs really, really well. But you need a lot of time to make it fun. Just like Elite Dangerous, you need a lot of time, and I just do not have that kind of time. PUBG, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which was a huge deal for really pushed the battle royale genre as a whole. I didn't enjoy it much when I played it. The only system I really liked was the addition of like picking up and adding your scopes and attachments, which realistically Fortnite did a good version of as well now. But Among Us is Among Us. We don't have to justify that. I'd have to be a straight ass to not put Sims 4 through. Battlefield 5 is a game I bought twice, I think. I have played Sims 4 as well, and I know Sims 4 has a die-hard fan base. Did it just give me the same game again? Why are there a couple of duplicates all of a sudden? Outlast versus Battlefield 5. Well, if you're gonna put these two up against each other, I'm probably gonna put Battlefield 5, but because Battlefield 5 was already eliminated technically, I'm gonna put Outlast in here, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's weird to have a duplicate. Far Cry 1 and Just Cause 1. I don't know. I really don't know, man. It could go either way, really. It's Ubisoft over here, so I'm going Just Cause. Quake 2 versus Toka Race. Versus Toka Race Driver 2. Quake 2. I have no idea where Toka came from. Super Mario 64 and Wii Sports. Anybody who's seen my Super Mario 64 video knows how much I fucking despise Super Mario 64's gameplay mechanics. I understand people love this game. I did not have Mario 64, so my only experience with it is emulated in the modern day. I had Donkey Kong 64, and I think Donkey Kong 64 was a great game. I think Mario 64 is only bad because I have an issue where I will constantly pull out random speedrun techniques and just try to race my way through a map for no reason. There's no reason. There's no reason. It's not like I'm trying to win the game quickly. And that ends up fucking me up. Wii Sports, however, is unbelievable. If it was Resort, it'd be a no-brainer. Wii Sports on its own is beating that game for sure. Resident Evil Village versus Cooking Mama. Now, this is tougher than you may think. Part of me wants to give Cooking Mama a fight, like a good fighting chance here. But like, come on, it's comparing. It's like not. You can't really compare those. Grid versus Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5 is one of the better Far Cry's in my opinion. I think if I had to rank them in order, I would go 3, 5, 4. I guess that's all that matters, really, because, again, I haven't played 2 or 1, and I haven't played 6. So, 3, 5, 4 is my order there. Black Ops versus Cyberpunk 2077. Black Ops was the first Call of Duty I really, really got into playing multiplayer on. Bear in mind, only at a friend's house. But Cyberpunk 2077 is genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. Like one of my personal favorite games of all time. And it's so good, I am genuinely almost done with a second run. Like, it is so unbelievably good. I genuinely want to do a full-on video essay about it. I just have way too much written down and no way to condense it down into a way to explain it well. Crew 2 versus Pokemon Diamond. See, I knew there'd be another Pokemon game in here. There we go. It's still not one of the best Pokemon games, but I'm going to put it over Crew 2. Again, a lot of racing games in here. Uncharted 2, Among Thieves, and Bayonetta 3. I never really played Bayonetta. This is one of the newer ones, apparently, because it got a Switch logo. I'm going Uncharted 2, though, because Uncharted is a good franchise, and it needed to be on here, but Uncharted 4 is really the only one that I actually really know much about. Farming Simulator is on here, wow! Versus Trackmania Island. I guess Farming Simulator gets to go in and somebody gets a buy later. because I don't know what Trackmania Island is, but it's not. I'm not just gonna let it through just because it's got an easy opponent. World of Warcraft versus Trackmania Canyon. There are way more Trackmania games. I thought that's a Ubisoft logo. Yeah, absolutely, not even a question. But World of Warcraft, the best MMO. Sorry, the greatest MMORPG of all time. Not even a question. If you haven't taken the time to play a little bit of World of Warcraft, you're missing out. Like, give yourself the little taste of it at least. Street Fighter 2, which is one of the better, if not like the best old Street Fighter. It's the best old Street Fighter, one of the best Street Fighters of all time, versus Black Ops 2, one of the best Call of Duties of all time. I loved Super Street Fighter 2. The arcade machine for Street Fighter 2, I fucking loved. But Black Ops 2 is an insanely good game. And if it's of all time, it's just a matter of comparatives, you know? It's like if this was up against Soul Calibur or Tekken or anything else. But it's Black Ops 2. If it was Black Ops 1, I think I would have given it to Street Fighter 2, low-key. Sea of Thieves and Bayonetta. Again, they just keep putting Bayonetta against like people I know, and I don't know Bayonetta that well, outside of Smash Brothers. So, Sea of Thieves gets to go through. Good on them. I think it's a good game. It just needs more content in it. Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Tales of Symphonia. I know people love Oblivion. I know people also love Tales games, but it's Oblivion, so it's going through. Tetris. I fucking love Tetris. Love Tetris a lot. I want to get another. I have Tetris Effect on my PlayStation, and I loved it when I had it on PSVR. I need to get it again so I can play it on VR on my Quest, which is annoying, but still good. There's Devil May Cry 5. I was expecting when this came up to put Devil May Cry 5 through because I kept thinking about how popular it was and how liked it was, how loved and appreciated and respected the combo system is and the music system is. And to lose to Tetris might hurt a little bit, but it's Tetris, man. And I love Tetris, man. Assetto Corsa versus Dark Souls 2. I've talked about on podcast back in the day how much I dislike, on Morning Madness back in the day, how much I dislike Dark Souls 2. It was the first Souls game I ever had an experience with, and it was the worst first game to have an experience with ever. I'm so glad Elden Ring changed my mind on that. Assetto Corsa individually on its own as a racing sim, this one is the one we've been doing on stream. It's got great stuff with the content manager. If I could go back on this question right now, I just realized you need the content manager to make it a fun game at all, so I would go back and let Dark Souls 2 through. But it's not going to make it far. Mass Effect Andromeda, which I haven't tried yet, I haven't played yet, I have to get through 2 and 3 first. And Hearthstone. So I actually played the shit out of Hearthstone because it was decently free to play back for a while. Nowadays, I think there is a meta for your decks, really. But even now, you can still kind of play free and have a good shot at winning. There's very few truly free card games because microtransactions are built into a perfect way to kind of get you to pay for it. But Hearthstone was one of the best ones for a very long time. So I'll let Hearthstone through because I really enjoyed playing it. I had it on my phone. It was one of those games. It was one of the only games that I actually actively played constantly, and in the bathroom and shit like that. I didn't. It was one of those things. Was I was locked in on. Call of Duty World at War and Pro Evolution Soccer. This is sorry, Pez. Yeah, it's World at War. I don't even like World at War like that. Now we have made it into the top 64. So we've made it through our first rotation of games, and now these are all ones that we agree are good enough to make it through that first set. And would you look at that? We're already 2 hours into the stream. I didn't realize how long this would take. That's my bad. I should have set this to just chatting 2 hours ago. I didn't realize that would be a problem. Anyway. Metal Gear Solid 5, the entirety of Metal Gear Solid 5 versus Far Cry 5. I'm going to give it to Metal Gear Solid because it's a better gameplay loop and I enjoy it more. If it was Far Cry 3, I'd probably give it to Far Cry. Gran Turismo 7 versus Fallout 4. Again, I haven't played Gran Turismo 7. It's a great, well-polished game, but I'm going to Fallout 4. Sure, Fallout 4 isn't good and polished, but it's fun to play and it's got a great, it's overall a more well-rounded game. War Thunder versus DCS World. This is a very fitting set to go against each other, I'd say. I get about the same amount of joy from either of them. I think, again, like I said before, if War Thunder just updated the VR section of their naval and army combat, like the tank combat, I'd probably play it way more. DCS overall, for what I want out of both of these, and I'm comparing the flight essentially, it's going to DCS. I can do combat in DCS and achieve exactly what I want out of War Thunder, or what I can get out of War Thunder. R Factor 2 versus F1 2022. Again, 2 games I've never really played. I'll let F1 through. Microsoft Flight Simulator versus Devil May Cry 4. Again, Flight Simulator is great. I've never played Devil May Cry, so I think that's where that stops. I think that's where that one stops. I was really thinking about it. Call of Duty versus the original Call of Duty versus the original Half-Life. I'm gonna give it to the original Half-Life. Like Call of Duty, great. I understand how goated the original Call of Duty is, how important it is to the start of the franchise, but you can't say it holds up against all of these titans that are in this top 64 right now. Forbidden West versus Robocraft. Again, see, like these ones are night and day. Huge difference. Tekken 2 versus GT4. See, now this one's a little more even. GT4 gets to go through. Monster Hunter World versus Oblivion. See, now that I've already given my explanation for why I like these specific games, it's much easier. Much easier to fly through. Much easier to fly through. Monster Hunter World versus Oblivion. Oblivion, again, very well-respected game. Really loved. I haven't played it myself. Monster Hunter World, I actually did enjoy. It took me forever to enjoy the Monster Hunter series, and I actually had to uninstall this and download Monster Hunter Rise to get myself interested in the gameplay loop. Sorry, hold on, that's bugging me. Thank you. But Monster Hunter overall, probably better game, I'd say. GT2, Portal. Original Portal's going to go through there. GT4 is still in here, so they've got that. Bloons Tower Defense 6, I love Bloons to death, but against Going Commando, I don't think so. If I really, really had to think about it, if I could only play one or the other for the rest of my life, I think I'd pick Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Last of Us Part 1 versus Detroit Become Human. Again, I haven't played Last of Us. I respect it, but I haven't played it. Detroit, goated. Absolutely phenomenal. Great game, great story. Awesome. Battlefront 2, original Battlefront 2 versus Combat Evolved. I haven't played either of these. But I'll give it to Battlefront because Halo 2 and 4 was Halo 4 even in this? I don't think Halo 4 was even an option in this. Quake 2 versus Alien Isolation. Surprisingly, Alien Isolation is keeping it going. There's our first option. Huh? I think I might have regretted that pick compared to what it was up against. I don't remember what it was up against. Halo 2, Sims 4. Halo 2 gets to go through. Halo 2 I did play, but I got to play it in my computers class. Whenever we were done with whatever we were doing, it was installed on the computers for some reason. I don't know why. It was built into the computer image at our school. Now, knowing now that I work in an office, how that kind of process works, somebody had to have done that on purpose or like chosen to do that. I don't know why that would be, but yeah, I wasn't complaining, and we were able to connect via LAN and play LAN matches on Blood Gulch, so I thought that was great. Jak and Daxter vs. Far Cry 4, Precursor Legacy, especially if you're counting the remaster as well, greater than Far Cry 4. Witcher 2 versus Metro 2033, I will give it to Witcher 2 because it's Metro 2033 specifically. Vampire Survivors, see, these two are good to go up against each other. I'd say that's fair. Again, Vampire Survivors idle game versus visual novel. In terms of what you get out of it, I think you would walk away from this one more and remember it for longer. This one you would play and you're actively trying not to think about it. Does that make sense? This is a great game when you're trying to multitask and like you need a little bit more focus split. And you're like, you're waiting for something to get done and you just need to pass time and you're like waiting in a waiting room at a doctor's and you can't focus too hard. That's what Vampire Survivors is for. I think this one you would walk away with something. Again though, I have to look into it because I'm not sure what people were saying they like about it. It could be something else about it that I don't think would be desirable. And so I don't think I would play it myself, but I have to see. Because I think there was this point where I was convinced I would check the game out in my free time. I would never do it on stream. Most visual novel games aren't really great for stream. So, Civ 4 versus Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog flies straight through. Black Ops 3 versus Mass Effect 2. Now this is rough. Mass Effect 2 was great. But again, for all the reasons I've explained before, Black Ops 3 just is better than Mass Effect 2 to me. Mass Effect 3 versus Budokai 2. Now, if you flip the Mass Effects around, because I haven't played 3, that would have been more satisfying. Budokai 2's got to go through. I understand overall how more fleshed out you might get, but not even. You're not getting the same kind of thing. Competizione versus Devil May Cry. I haven't played. Got to give it a Competizione. It's surprising that some of these sim games are making it this far, but it's their competition they're giving. Project Cars 3 was going to give any other game a win for the most part, and Cyberpunk was going to wash. Cyberpunk's on the way up there. Sea of Thieves versus iRacing. I'm actually going to give it to Sea of Thieves. I think Sea of Thieves is a really good game. It's just missing content for solo players. Bravely Default made it in there, and Trackmania. Again, these two should not be up against each other. One of them scraping a win off the other, and I'm going to give it to Trackmania. I don't know, man. Again, the entirety of Magic the Gathering against God of War 2. So, I don't know what you want me to do about. Oh, that sucks. I want you guys to understand. If you haven't played or seen Jack X Combat Racing, it is such a good game. Such a good game. I admit it has some issues, some flaws, but it is a phenomenal, amazing game. The fact that it made it into the top 64 is great, and along with the other Jack and Daxter games, but some of these do have to start falling off, and Minecraft can't be beat that easily. Shadow of War versus World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is going to go up there again. Undertale versus God of War Ragnarok. I haven't played Ragnarok, so I don't know how enjoyable the full depth of it is, but Undertale is a genuinely really good experience. Modern Warfare 2 versus Wii Sports. I'm going to go Wii Sports. Wii Sports is, listen, you can ask a lot of people, and a lot of people will agree with me. Wii Sports is a unbelievably highly accredited game. Apex Legends versus Darksiders, the original. For all of the reasons I explained when we did Apex Legends when we were doing it first, why I don't enjoy the game and don't like it and all the things that are wrong with it, Darksiders gets to go through. Darksiders, while it was like the age difference is crazy, it's still a much better fleshed out game. It's a really, really good game. I know some of you got it for free on Epic, I did too. Play it, give it a try. Borderlands 2 versus Resident Evil Village. And again, Resident Evil Village may be really, really good. But Borderlands 2 is one of the greatest of all time. Forza Horizon 4 versus Mario Kart 8. It was Mario Kart, no doubt. Mario Party 8 versus Prototype 2. Again, I didn't play Prototype, but I know about it. That gets beat by Mario Party. That's crazy. Jak 3 versus Mirror's Edge. Jak 3 beats Mirror's Edge. There we go. Modern Warfare 3 again is back versus Uncharted 2. Modern Warfare 3 gets to go through on that one. Last of Us Part 2 versus Just Cause 2. Last of Us Part 2 can go through there. Absolutely. Dark Souls 3 versus Tetris. I can't in good conscience let Tetris go farther than against Dark Souls 3. Against Dark Souls 3. Kerbal Space Program or Halo 3. Halo 3. Yeah. I was about to click Kerbal Space Program, but that game's so complicated. Outlast just barely got in. Hearthstone gets this. Project Cars 2 and Mass Effect 1. If I click Project Cars 2, all of the Mass Effect games have been knocked out already. But if we're talking about entire full experience, also wasn't Mass Effect 1 already in here? Oh no, maybe this was. Let's go on Project Cars. It's the game. If I had to pick only one of the simulators to play permanently, that'd be the one. Imagine like Up Your Arsenal versus the original Super Mario Brothers. If it was Super Mario Brothers 3, then I would pick this one. I love Super Mario Brothers 3 compared to the first one. I had 1 and I had 3, both in the Nintendo cartridges. I had one of my cartridges was half Mario Bros. 1, half Donkey Kong Jr. And half sorry. It was half Super Mario Brothers 1. Then I had one that was half Donkey Kong, half Donkey Kong Jr. But Up Your Arsenal, great game. Horizon Zero Dawn smashes Valheim. Resident Evil Biohazard versus Gears 5, Resident Evil. Easy. Pokemon Diamond beats Farming Simulator. I can't believe Farming Simulator even made it into the top 64. Horizon 5 versus Fortnite. It's going Fortnite. Horizon 5, great game, but Fortnite is up there. It deserves its respect. Doom Eternal, Assassin's Creed 1. Doom Eternal. Yeah. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate versus Elden Ring. No, why would you put these two against each other? That's so unfair. Elden Ring is winning. But Smash Ultimate should have gotten a better chance. It should have been up against one of these two. I'll give it a Seto Corsa because again I haven't played Dofus. World at War versus Infamous. World at War did start zombies, man. I'll have to give it that. Persona 5, Far Cry 3. Far Cry 3. Grand Theft Auto 4, Phasmophobia. See, yeah, now there's some easy ones. Why didn't we give that to like, The Forest versus Star Citizen? Star Citizen is actually making it surprisingly far here. I'm a little annoyed by that. Breath of the Wild versus Among Us. Among Us is great, but it's only so deep. Breath of the Wild is very, very well done. I haven't even played the game myself, like fully. I played like maybe 30 minutes, and I still think it's a really good game. Original Ratchet & Clank versus Elite Dangerous. For the style of game that it is, I think I'm still going to put Ratchet & Clank through, genuinely. Versus Space Trucking Simulator, I think that's the smart choice. Metal Gear Solid over Quake. Black Ops 2 versus Portal 2. Portal 2. I think Portal 2 was the decision there. Skyrim versus Subnautica. Just like I thought, Kingdom Hearts is in here twice. Witcher 3 or Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts beats Witcher 3. Jak 2 versus Doom 1993 is Jak 2. A lot of my favorites are making it into this top 32, I'm noticing. Borderlands 3 versus Super Mario Odyssey. Did I let Borderlands 3 through? What was it up against? Super Mario Odyssey. Borderlands 3 is great with the Unreal Engine VR injector. But besides that, GTA 5 over Just Cause, that one's a no-brainer. Rocket League, Devil May Cry 3. Nice, Rocket League's made it pretty far. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 versus Kingdom Hearts 1. See, this is the problem. There's two Kingdom Heartses in here. One of them's got to go. I feel like I should have gotten rid of the other one then, because it was up against Witcher 3, wasn't it? So now, I guess, Kingdom Hearts without the 1 is Witcher 3. And we'll just have to remember that. Yeah. Elden Ring versus World of Warcraft is a crazy matchup, actually. I was hoping this would wait till the Sweet 16 at least. If I genuinely had to think about it. Because keep in mind, World of Warcraft has voice acting for almost every NPC. I think we're gonna have. I think I'm gonna give it to Elden Ring. Yeah, just barely, but I'm gonna give it to it. Forbidden West, yes, go over Competizione. I have again. Some actual games should be above the simulators. Monster Hunter World versus Metal Gear Solid 1. We'll put Monster Hunter World up there. We're starting to weed out the games that I haven't played. There's some games that I still haven't played on this list here. Sea of Thieves versus Star Citizen. I would say these are very comparable in terms of their quality, in terms of what you can do in them as a solo player. I'll give Star Citizen the pass though. DCS, Witcher 2. Witcher 3 is already in here, so DCS. Ratchet & Clank Going Commando versus the original Sonic the Hedgehog. If this was Sonic Heroes, I would give it to Sonic, but no, it's going Ratchet & Clank. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 versus Portal 1. Portal 2 would have been maybe a different story, maybe. Minecraft versus Battlefront 2. It's Minecraft, man. Rocket League versus Last of Us Part 2. Again, I haven't played Last of Us Part 2. I'm surprised it's gotten this far. Again, though, against Rocket League, really? I'm putting it below Rocket League. That doesn't seem right. But again, I've never played it. So that's the only reason. Surprised it got this far, honestly. Out of these two, Fortnite does beat Project Cars. Borderlands 2, Gran Turismo 4, Borderlands 2. Trackmania, Wii Sports. I'm so glad Trackmania is finally out of here. It's been skimming its way by. Breath of the Wild, Hearthstone, Breath of the Wild. Horizon Zero Dawn, Darksiders. Horizon Zero Dawn. I think Darksiders is really good, but not as good as the modern RPG. Mario Kart 8 versus Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm gonna go Mario Kart 8. It might be a crazy one to some people, but you know. Precursor Legacy versus Pokemon Diamond. Keep in mind, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were arguably the hardest Pokemon games. Again, Precursor Legacy, even if you include the remaster, it's better. It just is. Portal 2 is better than Halo 3, in my opinion. I didn't have Halo 3, so. Modern Warfare 3 does beat, yeah. Doom Eternal does beat Half-Life. We're starting to get through a couple of these. Original Ratchet & Clank does beat Halo 2. Alright. Detroit Become Human beats F1. I cannot believe F1 made it this far. Dark Souls 3 versus World at War. Dark Souls 3 gets to go through. Skyrim versus Up Your Arsenal. This is where I'll cave and give it to Skyrim. Yeah, that's crazy, but yeah, that's where I'll cave on that. Assetto Corsa versus Flight Simulator. Which one is the better of the two? This is regular Assetto Corsa, not Competizione. We're going Flight Simulator. Undertale 2077. That was a tough decision, but it was easy to make at the same time, if that makes sense. They're both really, really, really good, but Cyberpunk is amazing. And Undertale is also amazing, so it's like it's hard to pick between the two. Again, the entirety of Magic the Gathering. Budokai 2 best. Kingdom Hearts 1 is regular Kingdom Hearts. Is regular Kingdom Hearts? Or is Kingdom Hearts in here 3 times? There is no way Kingdom Hearts made it in here 3 times. I don't know. Either way, GTA 5 I'll give over Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 2 might have given it a better chance. Far Cry 3 versus Jack 2. This is tough, man. I really don't think Far Cry 3, despite being that great, is that better than Jack 2 in my head. But part of me feels like I'm putting the Jack and Daxter and Ratchet & Clank series ahead too much because it's biased. But at the same time, I can't help but argue if I think it's better, right? Mario Party 8 versus Grand Theft Auto 4. It's weird that I would think that Mario Party 8 is better, maybe, but that's still the one I chose. And again, to think that Jack 3 is better than Resident Evil 7 is a very subjective take, but I haven't played it. I haven't played Resident Evil 7. Here's Witcher 3. Witcher 3 versus Super Mario Odyssey. Witcher 3. Witcher 3. Really wish I clicked the right picture so we don't have to worry about that next time. Doom Eternal, Fallout 4. Fallout 4. I know it's not New Vegas, but New Vegas wasn't an option in here. Black Ops 3 versus Breath of the Wild. This is where people might get a little mad. I think Black Ops 3 is going to go through here. Well, okay, but then there's the argument of the campaign. if we're taking the entire product into consideration, and Breath of the Wild is also a complete game, BO3 needed DLC. Ooh. Some of the best zombies ever Breath of the Wild goes through. It's better crafted. It's a much more full work of art. Is this game in here twice? Why do I feel like I've seen Precursor Legacy? Oh no, we're starting over. That's why. We're in the Sweet 16 now. Precursor Legacy versus Modern Warfare 3. It is Modern Warfare 3. Huh. If Black Ops 3 didn't make it through, I don't know how that one would have. GTA 5 does beat the original Ratchet & Clank. That is where I'll concede on that one. This one is Witcher 3. Did we not just do Witcher 3? Or it was at the end of the last one? This is Witcher 3 versus Rocket League. I'll put Rocket League up there. Especially since I don't have to see that one again. That's going to be annoying. DCS World versus Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 goes through. Again, it's Mario Kart. What are you going to do, dude? Portal 2 gets smashed by Elden Ring. Easy. Borderlands 2 and Skyrim. Now, this is a pretty interesting one to have up against each other. The reason Borderlands 2 gets to go through is because the game is fully fleshed out, has a lot to do, and everywhere I go, feels like there's some shit going on. Skyrim needs mods. It needs mods. It can make it this far, but it's got to stop there. Forbidden West loses to Fortnite, unfortunately. Fortnite is one of the greatest games of all time. It's unfortunate. It's in the top 5. It may not be number 1 or 2, but it's in the top 5. Dark Souls 3 versus Star Citizen. I'm going to give Dark Souls 3 the pass there. It's much more fleshed out, much more joy. For the same reasons that we were giving Elden Ring the pass beforehand. Going Commando Flight Simulator. Going Commando, for sure. Jak 3 versus Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a weird game to lose on, because I think Forbidden West lost to one of these as well, didn't it? And that would just mean that I'm flip-flopping a lot. Because I know my bias. This is one of my favorite games of all time. This game I know is good. I just haven't played it. I just haven't played it myself yet. And that's why I can't go forward with it. Cyberpunk 2077 smashes Monster Hunter World. Mario Party 8 gets smashed by Minecraft. And Wii Sports versus Detroit Become Human. Man, that's a rough matchup. I feel so bad for Wii Sports, though, because I'm going to go with Detroit Become Human. That game is phenomenal. Jak 2 versus Budokai 2. That's unfortunate. I'll give it to Budokai 2, though. Borderlands 2, Fallout 4. Again, might do Borderlands 2 for the same reason that it is a fully fleshed out game. Everywhere I go, something's going on. Fallout 4, I felt like I needed some mods. But that's Bethesda's framework. But that's where it gets them. Dark Souls 3 versus Detroit Become Human. I'm going to go Detroit. Genuinely, Detroit is an amazing game. Breath of the Wild versus Fortnite. Now here's where things start to get a little questionable. Breath of the Wild, again, I haven't played this game myself, but I understand and have a full scope and respect and understanding for how well crafted it is. And Tears of the Kingdom does a great job of building on that. But I genuinely think Fortnite beats it. I think maybe if I had played Breath of the Wild, I would feel different. But I think Fortnite beats it. Purely because Fortnite's got so much more than just the original Battle Royale mode now. That it is a permanent staple in video game history. Elden Ring versus Mario Kart 8. Elden Ring's got that. And here we are. Again, Cyberpunk does beat Going Commando, so that is where that one drops. Jak and Daxter, Precursor Legacy to GTA 5. GTA 5 does win. Again, we're including GTA Online in there. So Rocket League does lose to Minecraft. And finally, Jak 3, Budokai 2. If it was Budokai 3, yes, but Jak 3 beats Budokai 2. Fortnite, Elden Ring. Now here we go. This is a matchup that feels worthy of one another. I would put Elden Ring above Fortnite, though. It is, in my opinion, one of the best crafted games ever. Borderlands 2, Cyberpunk 2077, again, just a slightly better jump in quality. Jak 3 does lose to Minecraft. It's Minecraft, man. It's hard to beat. GTA 5 versus Detroit Become Human. If you were to give me a GTA game with this level of story, I would die. GTA 5 is going ahead though. It's got way more to do overall. And now the final four rather, sorry. Cyberpunk 2077 versus Elden Ring. Now this is tough because the thing that comes to mind that's stopping me from wanting to pick Cyberpunk is its launch. And I shouldn't be judging it based on its launch anymore because I should be basing it on what the full product is, right? And nowadays, including having the updates from the DLC, it is really good. Like GTA level good. Elden Ring is one of my favorite crafted games ever. It feels like the world is so well put together and there's so much love and design put into it. I love the Cyberpunk universe as well and everything they've built up. These two are so hard to put against each other, man. Again, I'm way through my second run of Cyberpunk. We finished Elden Ring on stream earlier this year, and we're coming back for the DLC next year. I've done essentially the same thing with both, where I've pushed the DLCs back a bit. I haven't modded Elden Ring, so I don't know what the modding potential is there, but the modding potential for Cyberpunk is good. It could use a lot more modders making more interesting and intricate mods, as opposed to like normal Atelier fucking mods and shit. But it does have some stuff for it. I know Elden Ring's mods would be insane though. It's actually so difficult to make this decision, man. If I could only play one for the rest of my life, I think if I could only play one for the rest of my life purely because of the design of a Souls game, I feel like I'd live better playing Cyberpunk. Yeah. Sure, there are some things that I wish Cyberpunk had, like a much better crowd system, like a much better pedestrian setup, and better police and all that. Again, stuff. GTA 5, see now this should have been against Cyberpunk and this should have been against Elden Ring. I feel like that would have been a much more comfortable conclusion. Minecraft over GTA 5. Okay, fuck. Are we including modability? Because modability is part of Minecraft's original design. If we're not including mods and we're not including like the old multiplayer era, just because it's the best selling of all time may not make it the best experience of all time. Even though I love Minecraft to death. I would say that GTA 5 lasts longer. And if I were to put the entirety of GTA Online up against Minecraft mods win. But I don't feel like that's a fair equivalent. So GTA 5 can go through there. And then that leaves us with the best ever. And I think it's going to be surprisingly GTA 5. If Cyberpunk 2077 had an online mode like GTA, which I know was originally in the plans, they just had to push their game out fast. Time crunch, man, it gets you. It would have taken #1 spot. Even a semblance of online. It didn't have to be great. GTA 5 wins. It is insane that GTA 5 is still to this day the best game of all time compared to all these other options. You know how insane that is? Minecraft has an insanely high win rate. Oh, this is ranking from everybody? So Minecraft normally hits number 1, which makes sense. Last of Us 2 gets up there pretty high. Elden Ring gets up there pretty high. It looks like everybody is really split on what goes to the championships as well, which is really good news, because it means everybody's nicely split amongst everything. So that's super sick. Alright, let me get this shit. Now that we're done with that, whew, there we go. Now that we've done that, I'm gonna take my halfway. I'm gonna do my halfway break. Let me fix this camera before I forget. Boom. There we go. We're gonna do our halfway point break. I'm gonna refresh my stuff while I can, if I can. I actually don't know what's going on out there right now. But either way, I will be back shortly, and we'll be jumping into. I guess we'll be jumping into Warframe, because I've been putting it off the whole time. I didn't realize that this would take that long. But it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, and it was fun to discuss these games in full. So I'll have a lot of fun going through that later. Hell, we're coming up on 2.5 hours already. Damn. We're gonna be in our final hour. Okay. Okay, so then I guess when I come back we can do Deadlock then. Yeah? Deadlock it is. There we go. Boom. That's been updated. Alright, I'll see you guys in just a moment. Swapped Deadlock. Turn the music off long enough to join the match. What do we got here? Ranked is here. Oh, wow. $10 a.m. to 1 p.m., 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. because this is our second half of the night game, huh? There we go. We're locked in. We'll be doing ranked soon. We have to play 50 standard games to get ranked. So we're so close. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I've been saying it constantly. I've been waiting for ranked. Now that Deadlock has ranked, I'm going to be working so much harder on this game. This is such good news. This is such good news. Oh, see, it's already gone pretty quiet. There we go. It's exclusively until you lock in. 5 more matches, and then we go ahead and jump into ranked. I can imagine there's plenty of people who already have way more than 50 matches played. But at the same time, I am kind of also surprised we've played 45 matches. There are 4,000 matches going on right now. So there are more than 12 players in the queue. Ooh, behavior summary. Let's see, what do we got? Any changes to... Any new heroes I'm going to accidentally run into and be surprised by? Nope. Can I actually look at... Oh, shit, too late. I was going to say, can I actually look at builds before we... No, I think you have to actually go into the training range and do a build there. Which, by the way, yes, I will be making a custom build for all 3 characters. It's just something I have to sit down and figure out what I want to do with. We may do it on stream one of these days. We'll see. That would probably be the most efficient. I'm hoping that we get at least a decent match to start with, one that feels like a fair fight, and then I'm okay with a little bit of difficulty. All right, I'm in my own lane. I'm Hayes, and I'm up against Mr. Big Mole Man. All right. Yeah, the Ferrator hero.
In the name of duty. But today
So it could have been better. Could have had a duo start, but
made whole.
and they could have put us against like Viscous. All right, buddy. Of course, it's on my team. What is he? What is he freezing for us? Oh, person AFK. Who? Who? We're all in the ropes. There we go. All right. Off to a start. A determinable start. Nice. Farm what I can. He's got me dodged. Good shit. I need to level up just enough to get well, they got first blood. Damn it. I need to level up just enough to, there we go, get access to my sleep dart. There we go. That's it. And I'll buy ammo scavenger. I should have got headshot boost for that. Ow. Fuck. I should not have stuck around. That's fine. It's been a while. I'm rusty. I've been playing so much Sparking Zero. I do like the change to not give you boost right away. It does make the Guardian more punishable. I thought they liked having that large stalemate at first, but I guess they wanted the match to flow a little more. Which means you do have to be much better at guarding your... Holy shit, that's damage. What was going on there?
Yellow Walker is under attack.
Alright, that's new. He's about to be a problem. I'm getting steamrolled. To be fair, this was never a good matchup to begin with. Hayes is not great against the tanky guys until a little bit later, and even then you still flank. How did they end up coming out of it? I'm gonna scare him. I'm not gonna chase him. It'd be dumb to leave all these minions here. There we go. I gotta buy something now while I can.
Your enemies will curse your name.
Ah, cool, they didn't leave. Got my idea.
Sweet dreams.
Ah, shit. You're joking. I genuinely have to retreat twice. I don't have any way to combat this. Yeah, I'm losing that Guardian, man. It's not happening. There's no way I could...
Our Yellow Guardian has been defeated.
He's doubled my souls. I don't have any way to combat this. I need to genuinely use my Walker as a choke point. The most consistent damage I've been doing in a while. And it's completely accidental. There we go.
Yellow Walker is under attack.
Did I push up on that? Absolutely. But I didn't. I am very low. I should not have done that. I need to buy. There's no way I'm coming out of this as the winner.
Is under attack.
But maybe he'll just keep overextending. That's what I'm counting on. There's no way. It's not happening. Alright, I'm gonna boost now. Buy something and come back.
We live in interesting times.
Extra
don't we?
regen. There we go. Alright. Hopefully I do a little bit more damage.
Yellow Walker is under attack.
Silencing is fun. That's not cool. Come on. Why is nobody pulling the assist? This is the only walker being threatened, and it's consistently being threatened too.
Our Yellow Walker is under attack.
No. No.
Your will crumbles.
Oh, fuck off. That's so obnoxious.
This could be an ambush.
Ah, fuck. I was worried he was
I
gonna
will
somehow
tear
get back.
through their army.
I need to farm these guys. I'm still 1,000 behind in souls.
There's some
But at least
decent
it's
gear
not
I can
nearly as
buy.
big a gap as it could have been. I'm not low health. I need to defend this Guardian. That's annoying, but I need to. Oh.
Walker is under.
Not much I can do about. Yeah, I'm fucked. I need to get out of here. Oh, great. I also probably not gonna escape. This is going so poorly. We can do it. We're fine. We got this. I've got active reload coming up.
Protection
No, I
goes a
don't.
long way.
Oh, I do. I just need 5 of these.
Let's take out Great Talon.
You want to buy
There
a
we
mug
go.
to go with your gun?
There we go. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna help fight
Our
lane.
Walker is under attack.
I should go lane.
I
but-
see great talent.
Nice.
Well done. I see Dynamo.
Okay. Nice. Now we're starting to grind some souls. Again, I can still make a comeback. Our lane's getting absolutely fucked on that side, but
I'm under attack. Our Blue Guardian has been destroyed.
man, it's absolutely insane just how well they're like tearing through us right now.
Took out Guinness.
Let's take out Great Talon.
Alright. This should help. Fuck.
I see
That was enough to buy a good amount of stuff. I should do that more often.
Good luck not getting shot.
Okay, maybe it wasn't that much stuff. Got sprint boots though. That counts for something. Yeah, see, he's gonna be a problem. A consistent problem. Oh fuck, I'm on a car. And he's getting cocky, there's two of
Headed to
them.
green.
Return is waiting to be claimed.
I'm not low, but I'm not necessarily in a good spot either. Where are you? All the minions.
Guardian has been defeated.
Gotta ult. Push him back. Oh my ult is not nearly as damaging as it used to be. And I should have kept the stun for running away. But at least I pushed him back a little bit for a second. Ooh, and I did a little bit of damage to Graham. Oh, shit. Those two together, if that's not his trap, if that's not the hunter guy's trap, then those two together are a crazy combo. I can buy if I go to... Actually, no, I'd be better off helping.
Our blue walker is under attack.
Nice. We're good. Farm more of these guys real quick. Should go run back and buy. Good. Boom. I should not have done that.
The gargoyle is bolstering their allies.
I should go help on green.
Our walker is under attack.
Quicksilver reload.
We've taken an objective.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Oh shit, he's coming for singularity, isn't he?
The goo creature is here.
I'm fucked. Alright. We just gotta hope for the best here. We're already on our back foot, 12 minutes in.
Your arcane master enemies have breached our stronghold.
This is not good. I started the downfall here, losing to Mole Man. Cool, this was keeping him off the shrine. Looks like it was just enough to tickle it, I guess.
Tell you what, I'll throw in a free keychain.
Blue Walker, yeah? I'm on the way. I'm at 8K, so I'm not doing awful, but I could be doing better.
I see Crow.
I missed.
I see great talent.
10 seconds on that. I'm not gonna be able to get this done. Ow. I hit the knee.
Attack.
Oh boy. My hands are getting cold. Ooh. That was not going good. Give me just a few of these. One more. Nice. Give me a kinetic dash. Oh shit. Not enough slots?
Our blue walker
There we
is
go.
under attack.
Just had to pick something I could fit. Oh boy.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
On which side? Oh, it's minions. Just minions is not. So, yeah.
Our purple walker has been destroyed.
We are really in a rough spot.
I see Ivy.
Yeah, they're not even afraid of me.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
Oh, Lash. Oh, shit.
I see Ivy.
I'll slip right through them.
Okay, I could ult. That's not gonna do anything for us.
I see Ivy.
Not yet, at least.
Our blue walker is under attack.
I see Ivy.
Our blue walker has been.
I see Ivy.
Oh boy. Damn, wasted singularity on him.
What, you think you hate me now? Just wait till I kill you again.
Lesson in humility.
We are on the back foot and we're down by 40,000 souls.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
We are not doing good. We gotta push these lines out. And I need to start grinding. There we go. Good. There should be some stuff in here. Hopefully nobody else is running around getting this stuff.
Your valor is.
That goo thing is over there.
Who is it? Who was that? Alright. That's not gonna help me.
I'm under attack.
That's not good. Maybe payback? Nope, that's assistance coming. Yep, I heard he had a teammate. I heard those footsteps. I had no way I was gonna be able to deal with this. Can I buy anything? I can buy spirit armor. No, I can't. I don't have a slot for it. Fuck, we don't have any flex slots. That's insane. Not one. Where's the soul urn?
I'll have safe passage.
Maybe.
And away
I'm gonna go for it. I know it's right by Viscous, but... Oh, I hope they're busy. I genuinely hope they're distracted. They should all be focused. And none of them peeled. Awesome.
Let's go blue.
Let's go.
I should see the relics I can afford.
Positive.
I see Viscous. I see Ivy.
Ow. Ouch. I'm paying for it. I'm paying a heavy price for it. God damn. Let's see. Did we get anything good? No. I can't get any of this. Someone choked on slots, I guess.
Escalating resistance and enduring speed. I just sped myself up. That's the best I can do. We don't have any flex slots, man.
Gotta build me some backup.
I think the numbers are just higher, so it doesn't look as bad, but I think we're still just as far behind as we were before.
Good night.
Where are they? Oh, they're all outside to the right, but not close enough to hit.
Comes for you.
Oh, man. Singularity sucks. Patient's just hanging out. He's like, yeah, they're not doing a great job. I'm not in the best build. I did not employ the best defenders here. I mean, my team's hanging in there. Way too late on the
But you guys, I'm not stopping anytime soon.
Oh man, I have to come back to defend this second bush. There we go.
Headed to purple. Took out in the furnace.
Oh man,
Crew's missing.
Seed dynamo.
Crew's missing.
that did not go well. Ow, 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 what the fuck? Where does he keep coming from? I could buy slowing hex, I guess. That's it, yeah, that's all I can grab. That is not what I meant to say. That's rough. I needed to unbind that. The Talon might be cheating. I am willing to accept that option.
The world's full of mediocre talent.
Nighty night.
That's not going well. I can't watch the enemy team. I think that was just his ability that makes him throw around. That was a rough first match. I know I said something simple and fair, and we got smashed. That did not go well. I don't know. I imagine I'm still way away from the skill level of ranked that I would like to be at. But you have to know your character so well, know the map so well. I'm still learning where all these spots are. I just now found the soul slot machines. What is this? Great for new players. What is this? Yeah, stuff like this. Deal damage to enemies and heal yourself based on the damage done. Heal stronger against enemy foes. Spray sand and disarm the enemy in front of you, takes damage. Burrow underground. Hit target by stunning and dealing damage. That's a rough one. Mow and Krill. Any tanky character. Flash is also a bit rough to be against. Kelvin is also sometimes rough to be against. Some people must really like playing as Grey Talon. I can see it, maybe. It's a pretty simple moveset from what it looks like. I think if I wanted to go up into the air, though, I'd use Vindicta. Tethers enemy is the location where the stake is. Fly is her number 2. Wow, that's easy. Assassinate. That's what that big shot that they're going for is. That's their ultimate. Okay. I'm excited. Hopefully I can come up with other stuff to do similar to what we did earlier on the stream today. Just a little more, what's the word? A little more...
Yeah.
Formula.
So you guys.
Planned. What is
Yeah,
happening?
big boy. Or shizzle.
Well, what do we got going on in this match?
Just so you guys know, Talon is Mark Zuckerberg.
Nah. I'm gay Zuckerberg.
That's how you know it's real.
I have a feeling we're going.
Absolutely, Liddy.
No Diddy, all oil.
Yoink. That'll do that. I'm against a haze, so this will be fun. Nice, good shot. Oh, right, I forget Haze is a super glass cannon early on. Or more like a glass sprinkler early on. Ah, literally one shot away. They got away. Okay. I gotta capitalize on this. Let's go. All the damage I can put him on. Look at that. What damage. Now let's get some souls, and they're back.
Might be time to show.
Okay, cool. We're doing pretty good so far. I should go back and buy. Nice, that'll do good damage. I want to keep them intimidating for as long as possible.
Good luck completing the
And let's go.
ritual.
Alright. I'm sure most people know what my abilities sound like now, but it was fun playing back when nobody knew when you were popping 3. Unless they can't hear it. I really can't tell. I've never really noticed. Oh shit. Yeah, I pushed it a little too far that time. A little bit of healing from my minion would help.
Looky what I got
Nice.
here.
Hollow point ward, I'll take that. Nice, good damage. Enough to intimidate, and that's what matters. Now that's it, go for it, push up. I think that's a great idea. I'm doing good enough to keep them back. Now I gotta get more souls. Oh, I missed. By just a little bit. These headshots are helpful. I don't think that this is going to be the situation for long.
I see paradox.
Yeah, that's going to be it. That combo should be enough to run. There we go. Now run. Let's go. I need to back away while I'm ahead here.
Ah, you have
Nice.
discerning taste.
40 seconds on boost. Cool. They're already going to be back by the time I get there, but that is completely fine because I'm not even that far ahead in souls. I need to grind my little guys off to the side there. A good thing to do while I'm waiting. There we go. You don't really wait that long. But yeah, they're literally right behind me. Again, I don't know how people do that because I don't see her dip off anywhere. She just died. Like, I don't know where they're suddenly coming back with an insane amount of points. I just dump my ability.
guess they have to kill my minions too. But... Nice. Working our way there. Can I buy another thing? Yes.
Little bit of advice.
I'm gonna get restored
Don't get
shot.
caught.
Should have went and healed. No. Go for the line. Go for the line. I dare you. That was smart. Not to. I was really hoping I should have been able to get there. In all honesty, I just had to reload. Now let's push this Guardian while we got time.
Only a fool would oppose me.
How am I too far? Reload. I got 16 seconds left on overcharge. Alright, nice shot. Missed, but good try. Alright. I know how hard it is to land that sometimes. I missed.
See the enemy.
Alright, already low.
I see IV.
Is it just me up here now? That's not good.
If the store has everything I need.
We're almost there. Nice, 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 nice. I want you here. Yep. Finish it. Aw. Damn. Well, that was me getting a little too cocky. Enchanter's barrier. Now I've got some protection. That might help. I'm already back in. Let's go. And I'm gonna use my boost for this. I'm now below them in souls. We'll see how now. Okay. There's got to be something I'm missing.
I smell the ozone already.
Alright. Taking a little bit of damage. But their Guardian is going down. My Guardian has not taken much damage. I don't have any minions to get over there. But... Oh, hey, you're back. Oh man, it's so low. It should be so killable. Right, I need to stop trying that. Got that hit was supposed to hit back there. We've got this, hold on. Got it. Nice. Alright, cool. They've backed off a bit. You get what? Mystic vulnerability?
Our purple walker is under attack.
Just something from the next round. I should save up from now on for the next thing, for improved reach. Actually, active reload would have been smart too. I think pops more though.
Our blue guardian
I shouldn't push up too far, but I should use this time while I can. Just let the minions spam them as well. Okay, I got it. Nice. Very worth it. Excellent. Nice shift in momentum. I like
I
it.
see IV.
attack.
Ooh. Perfect. So they were going in here to join. They have way more on their side. No fair. Just you. Nice. Go ahead and battle your way through my minions. I'm on the way back. I see that the what's it called right there? The soul urn. But man, it'd be a lot to ask me to try to make that. Oh shit, Viscous is coming down this lane. Interesting choice.
Be patient.
Oh, two of them. Nice.
He's waiting to be claimed.
I've got two in my lane. I can imagine. I'm getting ganged up on. That should be obvious. I'm so fucked. No. Oh, I almost walked out of that the winner if I had hit all those punches, I think. That's rough. Did this help at all? Should probably grab the sprint boots, huh? Yeah. And then the rest I'll save up for reach. Oh, sorry, improved spirit. That's what it is. It's 3K. Nobody particularly needs help.
Our yellow guardian has been destroyed.
Did lose my guardian. Now that's my shop. I needed that. I like the convenience. Alright. A lot of minions. Oh, he bubbled. I don't like that he can do that. Damn, he pushed. Yeah, that's my bad for trying to keep him out. It's not easy to do that in this game at all. Should probably grab some of this resistance and healing, yeah? But I improved spirit, man. Very important item to get quickly. Yeah, I'm gonna save up.
The earth has been dropped.
Oh, we almost got it delivered. This is good news. Okay. Should I go help that fight over there? No, our walker needs defended. Ah, bubbled again. Like, it's like the no bubble, it's like it doesn't feel. I know it's going to.
Our blue walker has been defeated. Forever.
I have the strangest feeling they got away. Oh no. They traded? Oh, he's grinding down here. Okay, he's sick. I want to get whatever I can. This is already taken. Nice, there's a shop right here though. Oh, I can't. I'm so close to it.
Our purple walker is under attack.
Exactly what we needed.
Our purple walker has been
Alright, game changer now. I'm glad they gave me that. I needed this. Nice. Glad we're all here. Nice, good work.
good work, Pocket. Let's go make
Yeah, let's fuck this thing. Excellent. Are we going for the walker too? Yeah. Walker. All of us on the team are stunned. Okay, we're good. Nice. This lane got absolutely destroyed. Should we push farther?
Open
No.
your third eye. The spirit earned his let's go meet.
Tell me we're going
I
this
see
far.
paradox.
Trap is set.
I see paradox.
I see paradox.
Good shit.
In your nature.
You get an assist for just shooting nearby. Why would I... Can we talk about how stupid that play was? I went just for the sake of marking them. What was that? What was that? Why? What was I thinking? Bullet armor? Heal bang. Bullet armor. And heal bang. Oh yeah. Cool. We got it all. This should help. I'm pretty middle ground in terms of souls collected there. Come on, Ash. You got this. No, that's not Ash. That's shit.
Our walker is under attack.
Nice. That green walker's dead. Yeah. I tried to boost, but it just wasn't enough. Ah, shit.
I see warning. Petrifying voice.
Fuck it.
I see you again.
Do what I can to keep him out of here. No way. Nice. I was about to be so annoyed. At least, I mean, it's an assist instead of a kill, but still. Oh, they're on that shit. Hey, Hayden's still here. I haven't seen him in a while.
As they come. There's no hiding from me.
Nice. Good knockdown. One of them's really low. Oh, we're going for the wall.
Our yellow
I should have
I
tried.
see viscous.
Our yellow walker has been destroyed.
Shit, we're getting played down yellow right now. I don't like it. But also, if we all push up this side. Oh, that's one of them so low. Paradox, good kill assist. Nice.
You're a well-oiled machine.
Very happy that worked out for us. Oh, we're all still here pushing up. Let's push up.
Can't run forever.
I see ivy.
We need to pick one and fight it. Oh, there's no way. Get him. There's no way Vicious is getting away. Oh no, the whole team did that. That's rough. Suppressor or enduring speed? I don't know actually. Spirit Shredder bullets could be useful too. They're all 1250, so I'm just gonna get. So when you get Boundless Spirit, gotcha. I didn't know that. Suppressor. Should go help down blue. That fight looks like it's gonna go south here in a second. Waited a little long to pop that. Gonna die. I should just put my life on it, honestly. Alright, I mean, you know what? I damaged him enough to make him think twice, maybe?
Good shot, Talon.
Alright.
My friend,
During
survival is paramount.
I think the speed could have gone without for now in favor of some healing. We'll do the logistics in a sec.
We're staying.
I say again. He's waiting to be claimed.
There you go. Why'd you stay? What a bad idea.
You thought you were better than me.
All coming together.
Exactly what he said.
Or they die.
He's gonna say this. Where we go? Oh, those are minions. Do we want the mid-boss guys? I feel like this would be the perfect time to do that. All the farm stuff's been taken. Oh shit, this will be good. Quick and easy. I like this thing.
Headed to yellow. Headed to yellow.
Going, keep it going. And make sure I use all of it. Nice. Very thankful for that.
I'll find my prey.
I see, Guinness.
He's probably got help. Oh, he does. Ow. Yeah, that was a lot going on in there. Spirit life steal could be useful.
Don't stop.
Bullet resist shredder. Soul steal. I'm gonna get soul shredder bullets for now. That spirit life steal could be useful. And we need 2 more flex slots. So we have 2 of their walkers to take down. They have both of ours. Oh, they're on the comeback.
This is the perfect spot.
Man, we had a good thing going for a bit there. Okay. They're already at our base. Get these 2. 3, 4. All of them are right here? I took the right lane.
This is the beginning of something beautiful.
Nice, good. Oh, he's so low. Nice.
You trained your whole life for this moment, Warden.
I'm very happy to have gotten that kill, but I definitely think somebody else is going to do it.
So the time thief has made her appearance.
Oh shit.
I see that wretched ball of goo.
I am not in a good spot. Man. I'm getting murdered over there. 6,200 for Boundless Spirit. I should hold out for that, honestly. Is this an upgrade of something else? No. Is this? No. Yeah, so then, no, I should save up for Boundless Spirit.
Barrage.
It's gonna take a second, but I think it'll be worth it in the long
I
run.
see ID. Oh, great. Effect.
It's not that uneven. Like, we still have a chance to flip it here, but it looks like we're not doing the best we can. That mid-boss, if we got the Rejuvenator, that would have helped us a lot. down green, I guess. Oh, there's a fight down yellow. Guaranteed fight down yellow. The damage fall off is crazy. I have my ultimate ready. But the more of them that are there, the better.
He's waiting to be placed. Yours to
I can let them handle the one-on-ones instead. Not getting away now. Nice.
We took them out.
4K, not enough, but a lot.
They delivered the urn.
I see Ivy.
Where? Oh,
I see the enemy.
They're all getting their team fight again. I should probably go.
Headed to green.
Oh boy, numbers are gonna start changing. Yep. That's a lot of people. I'm putting my foot down. Maybe. Oh yeah, hubris, baby. Ah shit. Damn it. I really thought I could get away. I'm literally 8 souls away from Boundless Spirit. Almost there. Did I not buy extra spirit? Oh, no, I got something else out of it. We're gonna monster rounds next. Oh no, Hollow Point War. Surely somebody can get something to boost our souls real quick before I respawn, right? I mean, I can hit the thing right next to it, but still. I've got 60 seconds on my ult, and we've definitely kept them out of our base, so we're in a decent spot. Our numbers aren't changing very much, but
Your rivals won't be around
found the
much
spirit
longer.
collected. Nice. I didn't even have to sell anything. It's actually great news. Alright, give me whatever's in. Oh, shit. I am not trying to fight that right now. Rid of those little guys. Where's she at? Nearby, probably. No way she just left that behind. All of this has been taken? Even down here? Yep. Man. We've cleaned house. Who's down this lane? Nobody. Nice. I can clean up from behind. Nice.
I see Paradox.
Oh shit, they're all fighting again. How do they always end up fighting where I'm not? I like walk through the whole map. Nope, now we're winning this one.
Every arrow,
Maybe they don't
great
need to
talent
use this.
brings us closer
Ah,
to
shit.
victory.
Go, 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 go. Finish it. I'm gonna die. Oh, okay.
Paradox
I got
is
one shot.
causing chaos.
Am I against it? No, I'm not. I have one on my team though. Blue's a shredder. Okay. First thing to go is Hollow Point Ward, right? So. There we go. Our whole team's dead. They should make a push on this. Down one lane together, and it's gonna be blue.
Knife out.
He's gonna die out here, but we've got another person respawning in 10 seconds, and I respawn 10 seconds after that. 100 seconds left on my ult. That should be more than enough time for us to hold them off. As long as we're not stupid and going out on our own. There we go. That's interesting. I'm here.
I smell the ozone already. He's waiting to be played.
Yeah, damn, I walked right into that ult. Alright, we're almost all back. What goes next? Shit. Monster rounds? Yes. Oh, I can't get rid of monster rounds. That's crazy. Oh, because it's not in a flex slot. That's why. There are those. Ow, ow. No shot. I'm out there for all of 10 seconds. Okay, well at least my ult will be ready in case they push us. Because they're still gapping us by 40k souls. And I am not second place. We're close to it. Our team needs to be a little smart with how we're going about this.
They won't expect this.
Because we're not winning these fights though.
We only have one shrine
Oh shit. And they got our shrine while we weren't looking. I've got 20 seconds to hold this off. Yep. Alright, I need to throw my ult as soon as I get in there. If I can keep them off the other shrine, that's a good step. Now, please don't make me the only fighter. They all focus their fire on me as well. So here I go. Alright, time to clear the room. Get out of here. Get out of my base.
Thank you for your assistance.
I see McGinnis.
I have 6,000. Where the why? There we go, I got iron.
Enemies have breached our stronghold.
Ah, no, I didn't hit the wall. I meant to hit the wall. Fuck. This is bad. This is bad.
I see the paradox.
Smart move, smart move. Oh, just barely. No way we can hold for another minute here.
I don't think I could have hit that.
We gotta coordinate where we're attacking.
I see Warden.
Let's go get them together. That's exactly what I'm saying. How did I walk right into that? My abilities cool down so much faster.
I'm under attack.
Damn, it's such a late point in the match. Oh boy. I got 10 seconds on this ult. I can push one last time. Here we go. Where are they? They're on the outside. We're keeping them just outside. Get away. Keep them back. You can't escape that. Nice. Keep going. Nice. That's 3. Very good work.
Without you, they would not fall.
Exquisite, isn't it?
Oh shit, there's still one there.
Lightning.
I see paradox.
Nah, yeah, we're not getting out of that. Oh shit, the last one here too? Do we want to push on this?
One by
What is our goal? I need this.
I will strengthen you.
Alright, we are all here. So we are pushing this line. That is our goal. Okay. Don't fall apart immediately. We know we're sharing there. There's a fight on green right now, which isn't going too well.
I see him again. I see him again.
Alright, they're all back, so we should be very smart about this. Yep. You know what? I'll give it to him. That was good. I'm not scared. Yeah. Dude, why use such a large shot? Man, we're still 40k souls below them, but we're keeping them off. I don't think I have room to buy anything else. We need those flex slots, man. That's holding us back. Yeah, they're gonna make that push. I can't stop it. I'm back in 30 seconds. So before that, that's unfortunate. Okay. Good? Yeah, cool. Everything ended. Alright, I missed the GGs. Fuck that. What a stupid... I transitioned the screen, and the game had a fit. Enough to stop to freeze everything. Get out of here. Go. Go, Deadlock. There we go. I'm very surprised it's already way past our 4-hour mark. I didn't know that at all. Because I was looking at I kept looking at our number for the current stream when we reconnected, but I didn't think about the bit before where we spent the lead up. But that's fine. I'm cool with that. We had a really good stream. Really good start. I loved doing that bracket. That was a lot of fun. I want to do a little more dynamic stuff like that. That's the word I was looking for. Dynamic stuff like that. I just got to come up with more. Again, I wanted to do the Pokemon card opening soon. I need to get one more cam link for the secondary camera, and then I should be good from there. We'll get that. I'll start looking into that. And then, in the meantime, I guess I'll see you guys on Friday. Friday, we're going to be doing... I'm not sure what for the first half, but most likely Sparking Zero for the second half. I'm dying to get myself in through the A ranks, because by then, or sorry, through to the A ranks, because by then I should be in B, because we're sitting right outside B5. I literally just have to play a little more, and I haven't had a chance to sit down and play some more. And I really want to just give it a focused time and really go for it. And then I'm sure I'll come up with something by the start of next stream. Not too sure what. But I look forward to Friday's stream. We'll be able to transition into the weekend nicely. Hope the first bit of the week has treated you well. If not, I hope that the rest of the weekend finds you quickly. Don't forget. Thank you to everybody who tuned in the stream live. Always nice to have people here. Always nice to have people in chat to bounce off of. Always nice. If you're thank you to everybody who's watching this on the second channel, Victory Live, or on a VOD on Twitch. Thank you for coming back and watching History in the Making. Feel free to come and check out the streams live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5:30 to 9:30 PST. And if you are viewing this on... Oh, and also check out the main channel, Victory GH. I cannot think of everything all at once. We're doing daily content, ideally every day on the second channel, Victory Live, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Yes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. We're doing a short on the YouTube page, and that's going to correspond with the TikTok as well, which is also Victory GH. That's what one of these is meant to be changed to. I think it's this one. It's meant to be this one. This is supposed to be a TikTok logo, but they didn't have it when I got the package, so I have to replace it with one. I have to make one, and I just haven't yet. But anyway, those will go out, and then every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday is a VOD from the previous streams. Either way, look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Take care. Have a great rest of your night, and